So, last session, you guys partially got a little bit more traction with the Elven Tomb, and after a slight section of retconning, were able to open some of the magically locked and sealed doors. In one, you found a tomb with a magical bow of sorts, and a skeleton body, of which a hand was later used. But behind the other, you found some sort of deranged frost druid that seemed to had made her home in this elven tomb. After a brief skirmish and her conjured snow cat, you guys managed to subdue her and ask some questions, of which she gave an explanation about why she was she had taken up refuge in this tomb and why she had been terrorizing the people of Lonelywood with her awakened white moose.
Murdering.
And she said that she would be happy to leave the townspeople alone as long as they would stop destroying her home. And upon rose a conversation of sustainable logging.
Sustainable forestry.
So that conversation was taken back to Lonelywood, but before that, you also did manage to awake a sleeping protector of the tomb, Shana, and berated him with questions that he didn't necessarily know the answer to. But after feeling that you had discovered as much as you could, set him back to rest. But you guys did eventually head back to Lonelywood and speak to Nimsy and his father about the situation and try to convince him to speak to the logging crews about their sustainability and what they can do to make a difference. But you did then receive the keys and the deed to the Ramshackle, or once an inn that was once known as the Ramshackle, new name pending. But we pick up tonight's episode after a long rest and a level up inside the old decrepit inn. What would you like to do?
I look wiser. Do I seem wiser? I feel wiser.
Get a little of the gray and the...
Yeah, the silver fox is sort of starting to come in a little bit. Yeah. Morning.
Morning. I don't seem anything because my character sheet won't load.
Oh dear. Do we need to reboot Havoc?
I think Havoc is
I
lagging.
hope not, because
Havoc is lagging.
am I?
Oh, I mean,
No, like because
you answered a question with a question, so yeah.
I mean, maybe. No, Microsoft Edge just is broken.
Oh, gross.
Where did we stay?
The
I believe you stayed in the Ramshackle.
We stayed in our pub.
Camped out in our dump.
Yeah. I think I'd like to do a quick scout around. Like, we obviously rocked up
Same.
in the evening last night.
I'll help.
Scout around the Ramshackle.
Look for little
You certainly
secrets
can.
and
roll
interesting tidbits.
investigation, so you can roll separately, or one person can roll with advantage.
I can give you advantage.
I'd have a look.
Okay. I'll roll with advantage then.
Might have a look as well.
Ooh, not bad. 18.
18. So you find a few different pieces of paperwork in one of the back offices. of which you find that the inn itself used to be owned by someone named Sawyer de Groots. You get the idea with your passive insight and the fact that there is a rope hanging from the ceiling that something nefarious might have happened to him. You are unsure exactly what that means. But
fucking guess.
other than that,
Yeesh.
looking around the rest of the building, there's no loot whatsoever. There are definite signs of vandalism and breaking and entering. It would appear to be almost like a hangout spot for
the youths,
anyone,
street
for
youths.
those damn youths. But it is a basic vacant building. And what you do also find is out the back, it is almost turned into a bit of a lumber storage area for some of the surrounding buildings.
So this has been closed for a long ass time. Like it's not.
You would assume that this has been closed for a few years.
I gotta restart my PC, sorry guys.
Okay.
What was the name of the guy? De Groot.
The Groots.
De Groots.
D lowercase e capital R capital G ROODZ.
The G is silent. Question, Ben, because I can't remember if I've updated this yet. Has Derek been at 40 HP lately?
I believe so. Yes, he has been at 40.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I did update it. Cool. Lovely. Oh no, wait till Dale gets back.
Is there been like the vandalism? Are there any like tagging and stuff?
There's no tagging. Maybe there's some like etch marks and things like that, but there's no like necessary gang affiliate markings. There's no Black Crows or
Black Falcons?
Black Falcons.
Yeah.
No, there's no.
There's not a branch
There's
of
no
Black
Falcon
Falcons north of the edge of the world or whatever we called it.
No, unfortunately not. Much to ALA's disappointment.
Maybe we should start a branch up here. Find some of these youths and recruit them.
In the snow.
Yeah. It's a lot of
What
trouble.
are we going to do with this place? That's the question. I guess that is the question. Because I don't know about you, but I didn't have any, rumblings as a child that I wanted to be even an innkeeper or a tavern owner.
If this was much, much, much further south, I'd be all for it. But
maybe
it'd be cool to have like a headquarters somewhere. But even if we didn't run it as an inn, just having somewhere we could circle back to and hang out, you know?
I mean, what are our plans once we see our quest through?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't really gotten that far yet.
I love you all very much, but I will not live here with you. We got to live somewhere warm.
Yeah, I'm sort of with Ale, although I don't really want to live here either.
Gotta head south, way south.
We're going to get a big property on a farm and live as one.
Yeah. Have a few chickens.
Yeah.
I want some chickens.
I mean, I'm all for animals being around.
Adopt a couple kids. To work in the garden.
Yeah, so, that's where I thought it was going to go. No, I don't think that's quite where we're looking at. Like, I don't think. No.
It's turned into slave trading real quick.
I don't know.
No. They would get to eat. And
yeah, that's been playing Pal World. See how that ages with this video. So while you were all sleeping, I'm kind of addressing the whole group, but kind of turned towards Ayala. Um, I was looking over the short bow that we found in the crypt. What are they called? Crypt?
Yeah. Mausoleum.
The mausoleum. I I kind of attempted. I've got some old kind of string in my pack for emergencies and restringing and stuff. Um, I attempted to restring and I'm kind of holding the bow. I attempted to restring the bow, and I was surprised that there was no kind of indication of it really ever being strung. There's no notch at the top. There's no little holes or anything to hold it. Um, and then I found out, I'm kind of holding the bow in front of me, that if I put my fingers here and where a string would be, illuminates, magically appears. And I just kind of kind of shake it a little bit. And not just that, but if you pull back and then you see an arrow appear,
Oh,
it knocks a magical arrow. And it's quite bright. If we're inside this kind of dingy little inn, and say maybe some of the windows are kind of boarded up or whatever, it lights up a majority of the kind of space around us. And then I kind of release the string slowly. I mean, I think I don't think they run out, but this is a good find. I've never seen one of these before.
That's crazy.
That
Does
is
it
very cool.
does it draw like a normal bow? Does it take your strength to draw it back, or does it?
I can feel the tension. It's strange. There is
Huh.
tension to the string.
It's incredible. It looks kind of an ordinary bow to have this power in it. It's really cool.
Yes, I think with in regards to what we might be coming up against in the near future, I think this will serve us quite well.
Does that light that comes on the arrow, does it chase the arrow to its target?
Ben? Oh,
I just
Clad.
posted a picture of what it looks like.
ooh, nice.
Oh, that's
Oh!
dope.
Jesus, I was not. I had something completely different in my mind.
What's the bird?
Holy
Is that a
shit!
bird?
Are they crows?
Are they
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Are they crows?
beaks.
Like actually crows' beaks?
So
Yeah,
while you
whatever
were
you
all
want me to
sleeping,
do.
they were just kind of like knots of wood, and I've just whittled them in. Two crows.
Sorry, what was there a question for me? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
It wasn't in the description. I don't like it. It spoke of the illumination of the arrow, but is there a kind of a trail as it kind of releases? Would there be a trail, maybe like a?
So as you pull back, like the string is where it would appear in like a quite a bright moonlight, and as such, as you draw the bow back, that arrow appears in a similar sort of light fashion. But as you sort of slowly release it and like draw it back, as you let go of where the string would be, the after a moment, 6 seconds, it starts to then dissipate and return back to an unstrung bow.
Releasing
That's
the
what you-
arrow, though, is there a trail?
Are
Light
you
trail
are you
following
shooting
the
an
arrow?
arrow?
Well, I would assume that when I found out how it works through the night, I would have tested it. So, but I don't, you know.
Yeah. So when you shoot the bow, it doesn't leave a trail specifically.
Not tracer rounds.
They're not tracer rounds
Yeah.
exactly.
This-
It
this,
functions in the same way that an arrow would. It's just that the arrow itself is made of moonlight.
It's BS, not BT. and just say I fired it at a tree through the night. As the arrow hits the tree, does the arrow then disappear once it hits the tree?
It stays there for a moment, but it does eventually disappear.
And it leaves like a mark, like a
Physical
carving
mark.
kind of thing?
Yeah, like there's still a mark in the actual tree itself, as if it were hit by a real
Cool.
arrow.
Sick.
It's a,
Alright,
this
I
is a
explained that
hitman
to the group.
weapon if I've ever heard one.
Oh, dude. No evidence.
I remember watching some stuff. I mean, I remember my mom and dad telling me about some people that were stabbed with an icicle. I feel like maybe this is the same thing. It's like
I mean,
disappears
that
on you.
disgruntled druid we just came across.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
had
wielding
she had those
a
picks.
literal icicle.
Icicles.
Yeah, the icicles. Yeah, they were pretty cool.
Stealthy
Icicle.
as.
Well, now that Havoc's, seems to be back again, he's come out of his little haze. We were just discussing. Oh well, first of all, Kira, what was this bow is fantastic. Are we giving it to Ayala? Is that what you were thinking? You were talking. You were gesturing at her, or were you taking?
Only because, like, in a kind of subconscious way of like we had kind of spoken about maybe her using it. So it was more just kind of like a little
Look what I
detail
have
in
and
the
look what
role
you don't know.
in the role playing. No, in kind of the way of like almost out of respect to kind of like tell her, but also address the group, the wider group.
No, I
But kind of
understand.
acknowledge that she's involved, kind of a thing.
My interest in using and shooting a bow tonk is for backup, very limited use. Sounds like that bow could be very powerful. So I feel like I don't know if
I could train you with this bow because we don't. It doesn't require ammunition. The string would not be damaged if fired incorrectly.
Cheap way to learn.
No, at least I don't think it would be damaged. And because it wouldn't require you to carry a quiver if you. I'm always going to have it on me, and if you needed it during a scuffle, it would only
Would it
require me to kind of throw it to you, I suppose. And
would it work like that? I know that my spear would be, even if you kind of knew how to use it, would be a little less effective if anybody else used it.
I mean, I suppose that's why we'd have to train with it to find out. I could fire it at something, and then you could fire it at something. And this is brand new to me, so we could find out later today, actually.
Yeah, I just don't want that power to be lost on me. I'm always going to prefer my spear if I'm given that opportunity. But like you said, if you can just toss it to me in that moment, then I got these hands.
Catch these hands.
These hands catch.
I guess
I don't think that's the same.
I guess the next thing we have to try and work out is what we're going to do with this place. Having any experience with
You asking me if I have? You asking me if I have any experience?
Well, maybe in a past life.
I was a rabbit.
Oh, you never know. What are our thoughts?
I mean, this place isn't getting any worse.
Very good point.
We can just leave it for now. We haven't invested any time or energy into it.
Very true.
And if we can't really commit to that right now, let's just leave it as is and come back to it.
Worst comes to worst, we chuck a for sale sign out the front and see if anyone has interest.
Even I won't live that long.
You mentioned before we went to bed renaming it. Do we want to do that now?
Oh, that would be investing something into it.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna rename it.
It's like if you name it, you have to keep it. That's the rule, right?
Yeah,
True,
something
that's
like
true.
that. Yeah.
I say we just leave it for now. We use
Sit
it
on
as an
circle
easy
back.
place to stay if we come through here, and other than that, it can just be
A secret undercover home base.
yeah.
No one would ever expect anyone to be
Living in
scheming.
here? Why?
Yeah.
Why would they? It's
Yeah, that's
rather
right.
atrocious.
Living in this town,
Practically
and,
unlivable.
and then in here we've got double cover in that regard.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
Double
Yeah.
cover.
So,
Oh, Jinx.
hey,
Yeah.
north.
Is that a thing?
Folks.
Yeah.
Is that an actual curse?
It's an old wives' tale.
To each of you.
Yeah.
Folklore.
What is
Northwood.
Yeah, are we just gonna head to this spot on the map? Looking through your glass?
Looking through the obsidian, yeah, I guess that's really the way to go.
Do we need anything before we leave town? I kind of would like to stop by the store. Maybe on the way out of town.
Yeah, we can.
The
yeah, we can do that.
the happy Shim Shinder.
I'm happy to do that.
Shim
Grim
sham
Shander.
Shimmy Shim.
Shim shim shiroo.
Yeah.
I've been feeling a little vulnerable in a few of our recent engagements. I wouldn't mind finding something a little more effective at, protecting me during combat. So I might have a look around and see if I can find something suitable as well.
Yeah. I'd like to see what they have.
Havoc, what was that roll of the eyes I just saw?
Nothing. You saw nothing.
Your passive perception isn't enough, Tom.
Yeah, no, my passive insight is way out there though.
Read the vibe, not the room.
Correct.
That's a thing.
All right, shimmer.
Sorry. Look, before we start our day, and we've spent long enough in this place, I'm sure, but to honor complete transparency in this group, as we've so done many times before, that kind of magic mirror we came across that was asked many questions
By some.
by some.
Do we have to keep bringing up the mirror?
But I had the chance to ask it one question. Did I tell you? I did tell you guys that I did share with you guys that I had a brother. Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty. Yeah. It's look. It's been 60 odd years since I've seen my brother Derek, and I spent maybe the first 1 or 2 decades consciously looking, but then I kind of had to convince myself to stop for my own sanity, so I could continue to live my life. For whatever reason, I kind of gave in, and I asked the mirror if he was still alive, and it showed me something. I didn't see him, but it showed me like a dark room, and I heard the sound of running water and what possibly sounded like someone kind of sobbing. Maybe it kind of sounded like, but I don't know what that mirror was, or what it means, and if he wasn't alive, if it would even show me anything. Again, I'm kind of. It's been so many decades. I've almost compartmentalized so much that I don't want to feel like there's a chance. But I mean, it showed me something, and I don't know what that means.
What did you think happened to him? I thought thought you had explained
He
that he had passed, but maybe I misunderstood.
no one witnessed him being taken. His body was never found after the big kind of battle with the fiends that would often raid our city, but there was just one kind of last God mini war, you might say, where a lot of these portals opened up around the city that had done before, but not quite to this extent. We weren't prepared for it. Um, that was when my father passed, um, was killed, I'll say. um, Rumor had it that he had been sucked into one of the portals. I kind of thought maybe his obsession with the magic may have driven him to um, investigate it during the fight, because he wasn't much of a warrior. Um, but he was never found, so I don't know, and I still don't know.
It's got to be terrible.
I only have there was a locket that he used to wear, and I have that now because that was the only thing that was found just outside of our home. But I don't know if he just had dropped that at some point or yeah.
So he was a magic, like a master of the arcane, or
He wished. It was the nature of the city, the kind of magic of it that, as I'd kind of have explained, I spent a lot of my time outside of the city and in the kind of forests and surrounding areas. So you've seen me use magic a little bit here and there, but I never really kind of channeled it. I wasn't quite affected by it, but he was, and he kind of chased it and was a part of a bit of a group, an activist kind of group that wanted to use the magic for, I don't know, for the city, for themselves as well, probably. I never really agreed with it, but yeah, I think he was affected by it a lot more, and I think that's why he may have been drawn to following one of these portals, maybe.
And you don't know what this portal meant? I mean, if he didn't know, I guess maybe that was lost on you too?
The only thing portals ever meant for us were that trouble was coming. Fiends would attack.
So those portals weren't there until there was an attack happening.
Correct.
Oh.
Although there was rumors that there were people in our village, in our city, that would, some were just out of their minds, and they were saying that they had the power to conjure up these portals whenever they wanted, but there was never really much proof. Some people thought maybe there was a group that was inviting them in almost, but nothing was ever really proved.
Does that that seems like it would be pretty out that this is above the table. Is that like, would news of that reach anywhere else?
Where Kira's from, probably not. It's too far, sort of southwesterly, than from where you were, and definitely where Ayala is from.
Yep.
And obviously Havoc, you're kind of in the city. So no, that sort of probably information, and especially not to you, maybe at that age as well, because Kira's, I'm pretty sure, older than you.
Yeah, that would 6 years ago was when I was born.
Yeah, so yeah, you
Someone
wouldn't have,
under
you
that.
wouldn't have heard of anything like that.
I am
Probably
101.
like. Oh, you're young.
Yeah.
For now,
You're real young.
yeah.
40 years
that-
older than me.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
and that
You're not
was
even
kind of
mature. You're a child.
that was my kind of the kind of tradition was that some people would kind of leave to start their own adventure, like adventure out on their own, Rumspringer around, older, but because of kind of that battle and losing my father, losing father, and my brother, and then my mum kind of went a bit nuts. I kind of had to go for my own. Like I just couldn't do anything. So I spent a while there afterwards, but then left just because I don't know, felt powerless. And yeah, I am quite young.
Does
So it's just kind of
fiends popping out of portals like randomly? Is that like religiously? Does that sound
Any bells?
normal?
Fiends is
Well, I
quite
wouldn't.
broad in terms of what it could be. Whether that means demons or devils, you're kind of not sure. She hasn't explained more than that.
Yeah.
But religiously, yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Sure.
It would have been common knowledge around kind of closer and maybe a little bit further off surrounding areas that there was like a magic to the city
Sure.
that was, but the kind of, yeah, the finer details, not so much unless you're kind of close by, I guess.
So I guess, Kira, is this something that you would want to perhaps look at pursuing?
Instinctively, no. Because it was so painful for so long.
Mm.
But to be honest, this is the closest thing I've ever had to a lead since the day he disappeared.
Mm.
But if I'm honest, I'm afraid to allow myself to have any kind of hope because of how much it hurt.
Mm. Yeah.
And I can kind of understand that. I mean, I can't even compare or maybe even understand the tip of what you've gone through with it being 60 plus years. I mean, I could barely manage a few weeks not knowing if my family was okay or not. Um, and I struggled a lot with that is feeling guilty of not knowing and feeling guilty for not doing anything. But I if it's something you want to do, I can understand completely and would be all in for helping you figure out, even just finding some more answers. I can't say that the same conclusion will come to you, but when I asked the mirror, I was able to see that my mom was okay, that she's fine. If we're to believe this mirror is showing us the truth, um, I saw the home that I grew up in. I saw my mom cooking dinner, and I recognized that as a place that I knew and loved. And I do believe that that's true. So I think there is hope. I don't want to project, but
No. Although to play devil's advocate, I don't want to put a bummer on the situation. We once battled a very powerful hag that showed a few of us quite similar situations and quite descriptive and accurate. So I'm not sure.
yeah.
When it comes to magic, I don't know a lot, and I'm skeptical, and then I'm a bit biased, but that's just how I am.
Well, obviously, we'll follow your lead on it if it's something you want to explore. I hope
Well,
you let us know.
I'm no aficionado with closure, but certainly you mentioned the hag. The little bit that I gained from that experience has helped me immensely. So if that's something that you would like to do, then by all means, we don't have to decide right now. But if that's something that you would like to pursue, then I would be right there by your side.
I think your experience and what you took from that speaks more to your character than it does the situation, because I can see someone else experiencing that and it breaking them. The fact you were able to take from that a closure and something to help you, and that aids, that has benefited your life since, speaks more to your outlook and perspective and how you experience things. And again, I don't want to seem like a downer, but that's just not me. But I appreciate your offer, your support, all of you. I just wanted to tell you about it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd prefer it, at least for now, while I'm kind of processing all of this, if we just kind of keep going with what we're doing. And if anything changes for me, I'll let you know.
While this conversation was going on, I've got my dagger out and I was carving Ayla was here into one of the planks on the wall.
Nice.
You're running the year as well. 172.
Yeah. Whatever that might be.
Mm-hmm. What is thine year?
But otherwise, is it over to the Scrim Shander?
I think so.
Sounds like.
Make sure we lock it up. The use out as much as we can.
Yeah. So upon heading out, you give the TBC to a lock up as best you can, and head back into Lonely Wood to go find the Scrim Shander. Now you're not exactly sure where it is, but after a 10-minute walk through town, it's not exactly too difficult to find.
On our way
Sorry?
around town, is this lake frozen?
It's more like a shifting ice lake. So there are definitely pieces of large ice moving around in the lake itself, but it is not. It is traversable by boat or ship, but mostly. And you do see in the docks that there are some boats preparing to head out, some that have just gotten back, and they're making small trips out to the lake for what would appear to be fishing.
Can we see across the lake? Or is it so big that
It's too cold. There's too much of a sort of mist or vision impairment to be able to kind of see across this lake.
okay?
But as you arrive at the Scrimshander, you are greeted with a shop that's about that is 2 stories. Is a timbered building, has a slate roof, and tall wrought wooden shelves are kind of plastered along the outside of it, which are just filled with bits and bobs and all that sort of thing. And you can see that there's different kind of engravings into different areas of the outside. But you head inside, and it seems to be a fairly unassuming little shop. There's all sorts of kind of knickknacks all through the store itself, and there's on one wall you've got a wide array of different kind of sorts of weapons. On the other side, there's quite a few different pieces of looks like fairly basic armors. Then you've got your sort of basic food and adventuring packs and things like that, ropes and all sorts. And at the back of the room is a s- relatively sized, so like 5'5", 5'7", human, who's just kind of slowly working away in some sort of book, female, at the back of the store. But you head inside, and she looks up from her book and kind of gives you a nod and, let me know if there's anything I can help you with, and sort of goes back to her workings.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Did you know who Sawyer de Groots was?
She looks up from her book again and, yes, the name rings a bell. If my memory serves, he was the previous owner of the inn on the other side of town. I believe he passed away some years ago.
You know what happened to him? I mean, other than just passing away. I mean,
Uh, I believe rumor has it that he killed himself.
ooh.
Right, insight check. Like, do I believe that she believes what she's saying? Like, if that makes sense.
Sure, roll inside check.
15.
15. Yeah, she's pretty sure that's the truth.
Okay.
She's not lying.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, do you think it's haunted? Because we kind of own it now.
Well, I suppose congratulations are in order. But as for it being haunted, I'm not sure. I haven't been in there for many years, and, well, if it is haunted, I guess I'm sorry.
Man, we stayed there last night. We
Um,
didn't see anything, but you never know, I
well,
guess.
that's good, I suppose. May I ask what your plans are with it?
We kind of don't know. It's up in the air. We're not really from here, so it's a bit complicated.
Well, I'm sure you're aware, but Lonelywood has quite a large logging industry, and we have quite a few skilled carpenters in town. I'm sure if you were interested in actually putting some effort into kind of giving the place a new lease on life, they'd be happy to help you.
Might be worth looking into.
Well, if you are interested, you can head over just across the road. One of the logging yards. His name's Dante. He might be able to help you. Give you some insight into what it would cost to maybe having the place done up a little bit, and maybe becoming a usable tavern or inn again.
Was it when it was open? Was it just your
Oh,
average
it was one
inn,
of
or
our.
was it?
It was one of our prestige locations. I mean, it's not anymore, but the Lucky Lair obviously took over once it sort of closed and its owner met his demise. But otherwise, yeah, it was quite the bustling inn in the town.
Awfully convenient
sure
for the
that-
Lucky Lair, right?
I suppose so. But otherwise, yeah, it would be nice to have a second option for a drink. Well, is there anything else I can help you with? Are you looking for anything in particular?
Not in particular. I mean, sorry, like we kind of jumped the gun here, and I went straight to asking you a bunch of questions. You look like you have a lot of really nice stuff.
Well,
You got
do what I
any?
can. We get as much as we can in.
I'm more or less interested in like the weird stuff. Do you got anything weird?
Weird. And she takes a moment and kind of scratches her head and thinks
Like a shrunken head?
we definitely don't have a shrunken head. I do have this, and she reaches behind the the counter, and she pulls out a staff, and places it on the on the bench, and it looks similar in size to Tonk's staff. Or actually, sorry, maybe a bit larger than Tonk's staff, but it's carved with all sorts of carvings of the birds. You can see ones that look like crows, ducks, eagles, geese, owls, turkeys, seagulls, like all sorts of different birds are shown in it. And she goes, well, this was traded in some years back. I haven't exactly found the right buyer yet, but supposedly, when you use the staff, it lets out a random bird call, but otherwise, once used up, or once it is met its final use, it explodes into a cloud of feathers, and is lost forever. So if that piques your interest as something weird and strange, I suppose
Yeah.
there you go.
Can anyone use it? I'm not really adept with magic. This is something that anyone could make work.
I don't see why not. It's a magical staff. I'm not so sure. Sorry.
I'll pick it up and think of a sparrow as I twirl it around in the air.
Are you using? Are you trying to use it?
Yeah, I'm trying to activate it. Yeah.
Cool. Roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll me a D10, please.
Turkey, 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 turkey,
There
turkey.
is sparrow on it.
A 7.
A 7. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Be the crow. Come on, be the crow.
6,
Turkey.
7. So the three of you watch Ayala. She picks this thing up, and she sort of. I'm imagining Ayala does a full Gandalf and sort of slams it into the ground. As she does so, the staff itself illuminates slightly, and you hear a roll throughout the store. You rolled a turkey gobble. And there is a look of sort of shock, and this woman kind of goes beet red and is like, okay, well, it clearly works and it can be used by anyone. And she sort of is trying to grab it back off you, Ayala.
How much?
How much? Yeah, how much for this? And it's got one less use now, so I don't know that I'll be paying full price.
It's got a scratch in it now. What's this?
For this,
I don't buy rip shirts.
Tonk, your passive insight is
18.
okay. She's just picked up on a slight eagerness around this now. So after a moment, I believe 250 gold is what I had it for.
For a bird call?
You should have tried to buy it before using it.
I mean, it is quite cool.
Well, yes, it is a magical staff, and obviously magical staffs are quite rare.
Yeah,
not anyone can get one, and you've seen the effectiveness of the staff itself.
So I wouldn't call it effectiveness. You look at this, my friend's staff over here. That one heals me, keeps me from dying.
And this one will distract your enemies with bird calls.
What about a discount for the team that removed the moose?
Like 112 gold discount.
It wasn't 112. And she goes,
No. That's just the difference that I
I-
have.
"Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't
Oh, sorry.
aware that you were the people that took care of our moose problem. Roll me a persuasion check."
Oh, I was going to be so good.
Wait,
That's not
Jamie's
bad.
rolling that?
16.
Jamie said
16.
that.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought Ayala said that.
No, Jamie said it. Or
Oh,
Tonk
Tonk.
said it. She goes, "Well, seeing that you or your group were the ones who took care of our moose problem, I'd be willing to go down to 175.
Mm.
But I cannot go any lower than that. I bought it for 200 gold."
Insight check.
Sure, roll an insight check.
Natural 20 for a 28.
You are 100% positive that she bought it for 200 gold and she is genuinely giving you a discount.
That seems like a fair
Wow.
price, Ayla.
Yeah, I just don't have near that much. It's very cool staff, though. And I'll set it back.
It
above
is
my
the
stable.
weirdest thing I have in the store, I believe.
I believe
It's
you.
cool. I just don't.
That turkey sound was very believable.
How much gold would you need?
No. Don't do this for my entertainment. I feel like that's all this would be because I think it's cool.
It is quite funny. On another note, do you happen to have incense and various other spell components?
Absolutely. We cater to most of the arcane gifted in town. What exactly are you after?
Incense.
Just incense specifically? No problem.
Give me a quick sec. I need to just have a look. A caterpillar cocoon.
One moment, and she kind of turns around, and she goes into like all the little vials that she has behind her, and starts reaching around, and she does pull out a small vial of caterpillar cocoons, and she pulls also some incense out from underneath her bench. While I look up the cost of incense for D&D.
I will tell you how much I need. Might be the easier way.
Yeah,
Um,
obviously depending on which goes.
I need at least 10 GP worth of charcoal and incense.
Charcoal and incense.
Yeah, but I'd like about
Uh,
50 gold worth.
Yeah. So she pulls it out and she says, this should probably cover you for about 50 gold for charcoal and incense. So yeah, you can mark off 50 gold there.
For those of us that have a magical what's the word?
Affinity?
Like a sorry?
I said affinity.
Yeah,
So
like I use my staff. That's how I cast my spells. We still need materials for that sort of stuff as well. Or I-
Only if it's got a
depends.
cost to it.
Yeah,
Correct.
using your
Right.
staff, no, it doesn't have any cost to it. But if you're using your spells, yes, you do need materials if there are material costs.
Not if you're using an arcane focus.
So, for
Well, it
example,
depends.
using like Revivify would need a diamond worth 200
Correct.
or 250
Yeah.
gold.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, if it specifies a cost to the items,
Yeah,
then you need those items.
yeah,
Otherwise, you can use an arcane focus instead of the item.
yeah. Cool. That's what I thought it was. Cool. Just double checking. Where's my inventory? We may die in this next little bit. Would you have any diamonds?
Ooh, diamonds not so common around these parts.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I do not have any. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
That's okay. Actually, oh, never mind. I found the pocket. No, it's all good.
Well, fantastic. Well done.
I think I'm. Oh, yeah. I think I'm good.
But if you're looking for anything else, we have different potions available, and we have a few weapons if you are looking for anything specific. But
How are we?
What
How are we
weapons do
for
you have?
health potions?
Sorry, yes. Go, Tom. Health
How are
potions.
we? How are we for health potions?
I've got one with me, so I'm all right.
Ayla,
I
Kira?
have a standard one.
Okay.
I
Kira?
don't. I don't have any.
How many health potions do you have? I'm sorry. Did we ask your name? It's so rude of us.
you didn't, but that's okay. My name is Iris Key.
I'm so glad I asked.
Insight check.
RSK. How many healing potions do you have, and what would the cost be?
We have 4 of your standard potions, and we have. Oh shit! I just pulled on a table. Oops.
Felt
We have
that.
4 standard potions, and we have 1 greater potion of healing.
And what would the price for those be?
50 gold for your standard potions of healing, and then 100 gold for your greater.
I will grab the 4 standards, please.
Very well.
And I will give 2 to Kira. I will give 1 to Ayla and 1
Thank
to
you.
Havoc.
you.
So everyone has 2.
A standard potion.
Standard.
Thanks, Tonk.
Everyone's got 2 at least.
How
So that
mu-
way,
how
then
mu-
if I'm not around, then everyone can.
How
heal.
much was that
200 gold. I
total?
believe. If my
They're
math-
50,
my
they're
maths-
50 each.
50 gold each, yeah.
Yep.
No.
But they healed 2d4 plus 2.
I'll give
Do
you.
you have any? You got
50 gold.
50
I'll
gold
start
each, yeah.
giving you 50 gold, Tonk.
Okay. Oh, thank you. You don't need to do that, but okay.
Too late.
For sure.
Do you have any short swords by chance?
We do. I do not have any magical ones, but we do have your standard short swords.
That's all right. I have some standard ones. I was wondering if you had any magical ones. What about magical daggers?
The closest, the 2 magical weapons we have in store at the moment is 1 hand crossbow and 1 war pick.
Oh, that's fine, I guess.
But otherwise, we carry all other weapons if you are looking for anything in particular. But beyond that, I only have one spell scroll and one wand.
What's the wand?
And she'll reach behind and pull out a small kind of thin piece of almost looks like a tree branch, but basically it's just a +1 wand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so so when you cast spells while you're holding it, it gives you a +1 to your spell attack rolls.
Yeah, I've already got my arcane grimoire, so
Yeah,
that's my spell focus that already does that.
yeah. A scroll.
What's the scroll as well, if I can ask?
I believe it is a scroll of clairvoyance.
You hear Ale in the back with her fingers crossed. Please tell me that it calls birds.
Well, not something I'm. Actually, I have no idea what clairvoyance is. Would my character know what clairvoyance is?
Roll an arcane check. We'll let the dice decide.
I think I know what clairvoyance is. That is a 24.
You definitely know what clairvoyance is. Well, you know what the clairvoyance spell is. You create an invisible center within range of a location familiar to you, so you visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, something like that. The sensor remains in place for the duration and can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. When you cast a spell, you choose seeing or hearing. Basically, it lets you see as if you were in the space. See or
Okay.
hear
Or here.
as you
Yep.
were within the space. It's a 10-minute cast time, and it's concentration up to 10 minutes.
What's the range?
The range is 1 mile.
It's kind of dope.
How much?
It lasts 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Why can't
It's kind of like a baby scry if you've been to that place. Sure would work.
I can do it.
So can I, and I can learn it.
Fair.
It's a 3rd level spell,
It's
twice as much as a 2nd level spell. When they say so, it's 10x more.
400.
Yeah. So a 1st level spell is 25 gold, and they say a 2nd level spell is 10x more valuable than that, and is only twice as cost as a 2nd level spell.
Yeah.
500.
500 gold.
So 10 times 3.
Ooh.
It's 250. Double that.
Damn.
Might have to save this for another time. Don't quite have the means for that right now. But good to know that it's there.
Okay, found it. It's 400 gold. Sorry, found it.
Okay.
On this one I'm using. If it
Yeah,
says
it's still
400.
not my highest priority. I've got other spells.
How have it killed the moose as well?
Should have asked for discount.
I think I
Really
still have a
good
scroll
discount.
of Misty Step.
A little bit scabby.
Yeah, I think I gave it to you, didn't I?
Mm.
Did you have any anything that for protection? Armor wise?
Well, we have. Unfortunately, we don't stock too many armors. We have your basic leather armor. But other than that, I believe we only carry is a chain shirt.
Chain shirt, that would certainly be an upgrade. A chain shirt. And how much is the chain shirt?
50 gold for the chain shirt.
Oh. I'm pretty sure that's an upgrade for me.
How much AC do you have at the moment? I don't think it is.
16.
Mm.
Because the chain shirt will be what, 14 plus 2? But you'll lose.
I'm currently wearing leather.
Yeah, but because you get your full bonus from Dex at the moment.
You're wearing light, so chain shirt is an upgrade to medium, so you don't get full dex bonus.
You only get plus 2 to Dex. Plus 2 from it.
So that would give me 16.
No, it would give you 15. Chain shirt's only 13 plus a max of 2.
Oh.
So it would be a downgrade.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's because you're wearing light armor.
And you're dexterous. If you were not max dex, then it might be
Yeah.
better, depending.
So I'm just fucked. I can't do anything.
You just have to look for better light armor.
Yeah.
Like studded armor.
Studded leather.
Studded or some sort of magical armor.
I like how you went from light leather to light armor because you couldn't get the leather out, Ben.
La 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 la
La la la la la.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I had to. I'm sorry. I saw the change. It was brilliant. I thought it was very well done. But I had to bring it up. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
I'm that friend. I'm that
Damn.
friend. I had to call you on it.
Yeesh.
Hope you don't need anything of this still.
I'm
No,
good.
I'm making
bought what
notes.
I wanted.
I'm making notes.
I bought what I wanted. It's fine. Hey, I bought
The session is
selflessly.
still
Alright?
done.
I bought selflessly. Alright? I bought.
Are
for
we?
everyone else.
I think we're all good, right? Yes.
I think
Shall
we're
we?
good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
your
your
help very much.
time. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry we couldn't buy more because you seem really nice. But thank you.
No, you've bought more than enough. Thank you for your patronage. And as you guys are starting to head out, she's sort of, I suppose, Kira, you kind of give a look around the shoulder and you see she's fiddling with the staff and sort of like almost tempted to give herself one extra charge. But you head out of the store. and are free to do what you would like.
I think it's time to head north.
I think so
I
too.
think so.
Sure. So at this point in the day, I would say it's probably just before midday. You haven't kind of spent too much time in town before you woke up. I'll I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Are you stocking up before you leave? Because you
Yeah.
didn't actually specify, but
Yeah,
I assumed you would.
probably
So what I'd
Rations
probably
and-
ask is that everyone just mark down 5 silver to stock up on kind of rations and all sorts for your trip. Basically, replenish your adventuring packs and such.
Yeah.
Kira.
done.
But the 4 of you, you actually have to head out of the entrance of town to kind of get back onto or be able to exit out.
Which is the same way we
Lonelywood.
came in, right? Like there's no through town, I guess.
There's not a road specifically through town. No. You'd basically be walking through people's houses into the wilderness, or you can just head back into what is the edge of the road and then sort of follow out from there. I guess it's your choice where you want to go from there, but there's not that much of a time difference. You're
I
either
think we follow
basically
the road.
As far as I'm concerned, Ayala doesn't have a choice. She follows Kiera. So Kiera
Kiera.
leads me. Let's go.
Yeah,
Show me the
right.
way.
Sure.
I'm the new Tonk, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've handballed her.
Head custody. Mum and
I
dad.
Yes.
am going to go over to
I'll be father.
Kira, being our resident
Yes, Daddy.
survivalist,
Mhm.
and I'm going to hand her the shard of obsidian.
Sure.
And given that she's going to be probably the one helming the journey, I'll help, but she's going to have a better idea of what to look for.
No
Hey,
problem.
Havoc, did you look at that? Is it magical?
I probably would have identified it. I think I can do it as many identifiers as I want a night. So
Yeah. So you would know that it is a magical. It's actually not a magical item.
okay.
Now that I think about it,
Cool.
it's not.
So
So
looking
it wouldn't
Is
actually
it arcane
give.
in nature?
There is an arcane aspect about it, but it is not magical. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
It's not enchanted.
No, that's what identify would show. If something is enchanted, it would show if it's it would show up on identify. But so you give the arcane shard to Kira.
give the shard to Kira so that she can lead us, and I'll help along the way.
Sure, I'll take that as giving guidance each time.
Oh yeah, sure.
Ayala-
Check.
Yep.
It does
Ayala's
say.
not
Guidance
well,
and
we're in the
assistance.
snow.
So if it's not a magic item, it
If you
still
want me to
says,
help.
I learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they
You're
are.
trolling me.
If the spell was created, but if the item was created by a spell, I learn what spell created it. If any of that's relevant.
It's hard to say because it's a homebrew item.
Mhm.
You get to decide.
I'll say yes. You can see that a magical spell is affecting it. It's not really an actual spell.
Something that feels similar to see invisibility.
Yes, something like that.
Nice.
I like it.
I'll make that a little less painful for you.
Thank you.
See partial invisibility.
I knew where you were going with it. I was like, yeah, I can.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's just
No, I get it.
Homebrew gets
All good.
blurry when it's sort of like
I-
trying to mesh with the actual rules of D&D.
Yes.
Fuck rules. Do what you want.
But
Some
you head
some
off.
form of divination magic. It
Yeah.
emanates from it.
Yeah. You head off north. There's no more sort of well-traveled road here. It is fairly identifiable a path to take, as you're still pretty close to Lonelywood, just like kind of like on the other side of the woods themselves. But with the map out, sort of where Nimsy's father had pointed out and marked on your map, kind of the general area that you're heading, and with Kira's survival skills, you set out in that direction. In that, Kira, I would like you to roll a survival check.
So with guidance.
You have guidance,
And could I be helping
and
point stuff out?
you have advantage if Ayla is helping.
But you gotta take my -2 to perception roll.
I don't. I really don't. Man. 16 and a 17 on my D20s. This is big. Okay, math. Here we go. 26.
26.
Very good.
Okay.
+9.
No, there
I
was
got a 1
there
for
was
my
D4
guidance, and I
there.
have a +8 for survival.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
So, full of confidence, Kira, lead your group northwesterly, or rather northeasterly, actually, towards your general direction that was pointed out to you. You travel for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and at this point you've left the woods behind that are holding your left hand side, and you've traveled far enough that any of the towns that were visible are no longer visible. What you do see on your right in the distance is a very, very large mound, and referring to your map, you get the impression that this is that would be Kelvin's Ken, one of your what was one of your destinations, but since no longer. And you travel a bit further, and you've been traveling for about 6-8 hours, and it's starting to get kind of dark at this point, and you're unsure as to whether you should venture on forward or if you should rest for the night.
At this point, looking through the shard, how has it been changing over the past couple of hours, if at all?
So I'll say when you first set out, you had a quick look through the shard just to kind of, I suppose, have a look out of curiosity, and it was pretty much the same thing. This shard is quite a thin piece of glass, and is pretty visible looking through it. It definitely gives a muted tone and gives everything sort of a black and white grayscale effect almost. But as you're traveling and you kind of pull out the shard every hour or so and just kind of have a peek and have a look around in the general area, you do notice that some things are slightly clearer, some things are not as clear. It's not like anything is you look through and it's there and then you move it away and it's not there. It's nothing as obvious as that. It's more, sometimes the wind is more noticeable when you look through it, or sometimes as you look down and you're taking a step, the snow itself seems more blurred, or sometimes it seems more crisp and you can see almost individual snowflakes falling down. So it's definitely a curious piece as you're sort of investigating it and looking through it each time. But for this first day of journey, there's nothing particular that stands out as you peer through this shard.
Looking through it, if I look in any other direction with it in front of my face, or even at my friends, does it show anything else other than or is it just transparent?
It's just transparent. It doesn't show anything more than what you would already see.
Okay.
Kira, what does it look like when you look at my echo? And I'll like shoot my echo out.
Oh my! She's got horns. Her eyes—they're always glowing red, right? They're always like that. Do they glow red?
Mhm.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, that backfired.
Yeah.
forgot
And I'll
who I
use
was,
I'll use thaumaturgy and turn my eyes red.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are you turning in for the night, or are you venturing further into the night?
I forgot who I was trying to mess with. Very good. No, it's just normal.
Very good.
Ayala.
Okay.
Very good. Oh, very good. Yeah, if people are looking a bit worse for wear, if Tonk's little legs are getting a bit sore.
Been hard trudging through the snow. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's a bit of resistance.
It's been a big day. Hell, had to pull me out of a hole earlier.
I was gonna say, could you sit on your shield and like use it as a sled as somebody pulling you along
Yes, 100%. That's Derek.
behind Derek?
Don't have too much pride that you're not willing to utilize Derek.
Derek has been pulling me for the last hour after you pulled me out of a hole on my shield.
I definitely would have
Nice.
noticed that. My 57 passive perception.
You fell in
Well,
one
if
of
we
Havoc's
if we want to
footsteps?
stop, I can
Pretend
give a
like I didn't
shelter
notice out of
as I've done
respect.
before.
Okay,
Oh.
sounds good.
Excellent. I'll start to cast Tiny Hut, Immortal Tiny Hut.
Sure.
As a ritual, it'll take me 11 minutes.
No problem. So, after a brief moment, Havoc conjures his hut for you to all sleep in. With 3 less people, it is slightly more cozy this time. Or I suppose not cozy, there's more room, exactly. But you will turn in for your night's rest unless there is anything you would like to do beforehand.
We need to practice. You would like?
I was waiting for your lead. Yeah, I'm pretty beat, but I'm not,
You can just watch.
without a little. I'll be doing more than that, but yeah, we can try. You can try the magical bow if you're not. Yeah, if you haven't purchased an actual bow, it might be better just to train with this one for now. It does feel a little strange. It feels a bit different. If you're firing if you buy a real bow, you might have to get used to that one. But for now, we'll just stick with this, so at least you know what it feels like.
Yeah. Like you said, I can't break it, right?
I mean, if anyone could.
Let's not test it.
No problem. So,
Well.
so Kira and Ayla are spending the next hour or so just practicing.
Oh, no more than an hour. Yeah.
No problem. I'll say.
Capping it at an hour.
Oh, this will be interesting. Joel and Crab, roll a D100 each.
Oh, jeez.
Cool.
Let's see how close your results are. Will determine how successful the teaching has been.
The
Oh
rollies.
my god.
These are like
So
some
it's
intense rollies.
It's a D10 and the percentile dice.
2 D10s.
Mega roll.
Or 2 D10s, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, if you've got like the 70s and like the.
Yeah.
You ready? Have you rolled?
No, I'm gonna roll at the same time.
Mega
Alright, ready?
rollies.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
Sure.
47.
Oh God, we're so far away.
I'm like in the middle.
95.
Oh, wow. All right. I'll say in the beginning.
Great.
In the beginning, it's a little little difficult. Kira, you're getting slightly frustrated. Kira's not listening to your instructions. Ayla's not listening to your instructions. Sometimes she's rushing and drawing her bow back too quickly, or she's not drawing it back far enough. She's not listening to your instructions and how to engage your back and things like that.
Elbow.
She's not lifting her elbow and but after 20, 30 minutes, things become a little bit more relaxed and there's a little bit more communication between the two of you. And you end your teaching session with a basic understanding of this particular short bow anyway. So I think I'm gonna keep like a bit of a running tally, just out of curiosity.
I think it's because this one's shorter. You think that makes a difference?
A difference to what?
I don't know. The last time I practiced was with your bow, and it's a bigger bow. It feels
What did you
so,
roll,
anyway.
Joel? Sorry, 40,
47.
47. Cool.
it's a lot harder to handle a little one.
Nice.
Tonk peers over his shoulder from inside the dome at Ayla.
Nice.
Dome.
Um,
Kira just walks away. just good job tonight.
I appreciate your time. Thank you for showing me.
Mm-hmm.
But the two of you turn in for your rest, and you all gain a long rest.
Didn't use anything.
Yeah.
But you awake with, I suppose, what you believe to be morning. But the spell fades, and you set off for your second day. Kira, would you like to roll? Oh, I suppose it doesn't have to be Kira. Would someone else like to roll
Before
the
that,
survival check?
before that though,
Mine's not bad,
Tonk.
actually.
Tonk,
Hello. Yes.
I have a question. What is
I
it?
may have an answer depending on the question.
Oh, you'll have an answer. Did the
Oh,
and I'll pull my necklace out that I've like crudely attached the sending stone that Grinny gave me. Didn't one of those like library guys give you one of these?
yes.
I wonder if they've learned anything about all this before we get too close.
Could ask.
I mean, if we can take the time before we head out, I think before we
yeah.
get too far away from
Look,
civilization, maybe they
I'll
say
send a message.
all you
to
need is a
what-
leaf of spearmint and you win.
Bavanda?
Is it
Uh,
Evendil?
Yeah.
Ivan.
So they were the twins. Do you remember who gave you the sending stone?
It was the one that didn't talk as fast.
B.
Which was
Bavana.
Correct.
Bavana?
yes, Bavana.
Bavana. I'll send a message to Bavana
Mhm.
through the sending stone.
Sure.
Hi, Bavana. Wondering. Wait, what? Hang on, just real quick before I send it.
No, it's still going.
What are we? What are we asking him again? No. What was? Hang on. What were they finding out? To refresh my memory, it's been a long time since we spoke to Bavana.
Yeah, didn't they tell us about the son of the god
Strixnor.
of death? Yeah, didn't they tell us initially about Strixnor?
Yeah.
And they were going to do research about him some more?
Yeah. But we know. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
But,
all right. Cool.
But also, wasn't there like a big war going on before we left?
The orcs were going to attack. That's right.
Yeah.
There was all this. Yeah.
I've tried talking.
I'll see what he says.
I've tried talking to Grinny a few times, but she hasn't said anything back. So
Interesting. Okay.
she's left me on red, man.
Hey, Bavana. Tonk here. Wondering if you found out any more information on Strixnor? Also, how are things politically over there? Orcs invading? That was a question.
Love you.
Are you pooping?
Cool. If I am correct,
It's not a speakerphone. It just comes through to me, I think.
yeah, it does. It basically lets you cast the sending
It's
spell
just a sending spell, yeah, without
once
me.
a day.
Yeah.
To that
Um,
stone, right? Whoever has.
yeah,
the
well, that's
stone.
what I was trying. That's what I'm looking up. I'm pretty sure it goes to the stone and not
To
the
the other person, to the person that has the other stone.
Yeah.
Oh, so as long as they're holding the stone, it comes through.
As long as they've got the stone.
Okay, cool. So
Don't leave
after
it in a bag of holding.
yeah, after a brief moment, you do get a response. Hi, Tonk. I have found out some more information. The place you are heading to, I believe, is called the Obsidian House. This place was once known as Strixnor's home. And this was where he plotted to overthrow his father. As for the war, it has become more dire. And that's where the message ends.
Wait, where he plotted to what? Sorry, what was the
Overthrow his
Overthrow
father.
His father.
I relay that all to the group.
Sure.
So man, Tonk's a bit confused though, because the Spider King and the Strixnor didn't have anything to do with each other.
How did you know that, though?
Commune.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we ended the spider thing. No?
No, so that's the whole reason why we're going to the tower in the north. Is because of the vision that I saw after I put my hand on the door back in the cave underneath the
After we slayed
house.
Nesnar, was his name?
Nesna, around Nesna. However, if Nesna was a disciple of Strixnor, then it could be masquerading as the Spider King. Well, no, the Spider King was Nesna, wasn't it?
We killed the Spider King, didn't we? Like I
think
thought we killed the Spider King.
That was the staff, wasn't it?
This is Dale speaking because like Havoc wasn't here.
The staff we got was the staff with the spider on top of it.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. However, it made Tonk
Who
was
was that?
thinking about
Back at Fandelver.
yeah, but the vision that Tonk was given was a large black tower with a large black spider on top of it.
Yeah.
However, proviso from DM over there who's trying to hide a smirk is that it may not have, like, it may have been placed in my mind, and it may not have been real at the time.
Is anyone close to Kira right now? Whoever's closest, you see, if anyone's standing around, you see her looking through the shard. Oh wait, is that what you meant, Ben, or no?
No, just your passive perception.
Oh, okay. Something black in the sky. Did anybody see that?
What?
A crow.
Can we look?
Oh,
With Kira pointing that out, you can all roll a perception check if you would like,
I would like. I'm on it.
including
Ooh.
you, Kira.
do what? Yeah.
Perception.
Perception.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Wait.
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 27. Fuck you.
27.
You don't see shit.
What did you roll for that though? Like, what did you roll to see that? Was that like a 19? Natural 19?
I didn't roll. I got a message.
Ah.
So,
Is anyone else rolling, or is it just
I did
That's a
it, but
21, I
it
guess I saw.
is
Okay.
a 7.
Okay.
trying
So,
to look.
upon Kira mentioning something, Tonk, you do look up and see this. It's hard to tell because it's quite high up in the sky, but it is a black blur of sorts in the sky. And after a
Dragon
moment,
size blur?
hard to tell at this distance, but it then disappears out of sight.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. I saw that.
Sorry, you guys were talking about something, but I got distracted. I thought.
Well, so the Obsidian House where we're going is
This is all about the Parliament, not the Spider King anymore.
well, the Strixnor's house is the Obsidian House.
And he's the head of the Parliament, as we know.
Well, yeah. I guess that's sort of yeah. It's hard. Yeah.
You good?
I just exploded my dice everywhere.
But I think through, other than not knowing, but I think that's a fair assumption.
Mm.
I think we were told that. We were told that.
Don't.
I'll have to find it, but we were told that
just said that the Parliament would rise or something. He would rise.
The Parliament will never surrender.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was. I know you told us that.
Yeah, as the hag was dying in front of me, that's what she muttered as she died.
Yeah.
In the dreamscape.
Surrender?
Oh no, Ian B have heard of Strixnor as the leader of the cult known as the Parliament.
Oh, that was the two brothers in the.
Correct. I couldn't remember if it was them or if it was later on, but yes.
So they confirmed that Strixnor's the leader of the Parliament. The hag confirmed that he was going to rise again or whatever. Like, and now we've just confirmed that the house that we're going, the Obsidian House, is his house. Is his home.
Cult leader, Strixnor.
Yes.
Wonderful. So we're going home.
Well, yeah.
I'm assuming you're walking and talking.
Home?
Yes. Yes.
Not our home. Someone's home.
Yeah.
And there may be a dragon
Something
or a
in the
large
sky.
black object that was flying very fast and very high.
Dragons don't
But-
exist anymore, right?
I mean, well, you think we killed the last one?
Well, not what the dwarfs told us. They were just mythical things. They weren't worried about them.
Haven't we
I
encountered a
think-
dragon?
Anyone that is able to hide their tower from
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. It might have been
people.
some black fog magic. It got to do with
could have been anything.
keeping the tower hidden. Yeah, well, let's not.
We keep heading towards it.
That's cool.
So is Kira rolling another survival check, or would someone else like to?
Oh, that's right. Would you like to get lost?
Yeah, that's the question. No, I entrusted Kira with the obsidian shard. I would continue to trust her.
Are you?
Yes, of course, guidance.
Is that how you guys cast guidance?
Jesus, I'm wasting all my good rolls just on this.
Please don't.
So nat 18 with a 4 for guidance, plus 8.
30. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Was that 30?
Um,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Quick math. Quick math.
Quick math.
Very good.
Good with addition.
Can find an albino in a snowstorm.
Probably. Dale, roll me a D6, please.
I don't like that I have to roll. 5.
All right, thank you. Cool.
Thank
So
you.
you, after you awoke, and started having this conversation about what you remember about this being called Strixnor and this cult called the Parliament, and what Bavandu and had told you. In the meantime, you saw something in the sky. All the while, Kira was leading you in the direction while following the map and checking this obsidian shard. And it starts to dawn on you that this is quite some sort of trip that you're on now. And that only, a few months ago, some of you were sitting in the city, pondering what you are. Others were wandering alone in the woods with their deer, and the others were in their home or by themselves. But as the day comes to a close, you prepare for another night's rest, all the while, I suppose, still keeping a lookout for this black shadow in the sky, unsure as to what it is. Your day comes to a close. Is there anything you'd like to do after finishing this first day? Nope.
Hey, Ella.
Nothing.
Consistency is key.
What? What?
Consistency is key.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, all I heard was.
Yeah, that's
would
what
you
I
like-
heard as well.
Daphne would tell me that when I was practicing with my spear.
See Tom turn away.
Turn away.
Both roll me a D100 again.
Don't roll so good, idiot.
Idiot.
Did you roll?
I did.
Yeah, maybe let's not go this time.
I listened to you.
Oh, wow. My roll is only 2 digits different. 45.
7.
Nice.
You've gone. I'm staying in the middle, and you're fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ.
88
Overcorrected
points different to 2.
so hard.
That's unreal.
It is almost an exact repeat of last night's training session. And Kira, you leave the session more frustrated than you think you've ever been. Because anything that you tried to explain last night has not sunk in, and is just following the exact same things that she was doing the night before. So you go to bed slightly frustrated and unsure if this endeavor is even worth continuing.
Been there.
But you finish your second day of travel. For your third day of travel, Please roll me another survival check. And I would like someone to please roll me a d6.
Guidance. I'll roll d6. 3.
3. Thank you.
24 from my worst one so far.
24. Okay. It's starting to get a little bit tedious trekking through this snow for your third day in a row. The only positive that you are kind of getting at the moment is that as you get closer to what you believe to be the Reghead Glacier, it is starting to get slightly more flatter, slightly more icy field-like, rather than tundra, like soft snow, and kind of having to trek through that. You're unsure as to how far you have left to travel or how close you are. If someone would like to roll me I guess it would be survival. I'll use the original one. I suppose, yeah, because that would probably be closest. Kira, you have a look at the map and you kind of do a quick estimation in your head as to how far you travelled between Brinchender and Tourmaline and then Lonelywood, and kind of how far you can travel in a day. And you think that you're probably over halfway by now, but you might still have a day of travel to go, is what you're currently gauging. But moving through, I'll ask the group to roll another perception check. To try and keep as a group or individually, to try and keep an eye out for this supposed black blur in the sky.
Black blur.
17.
17, 21,
Shit, I only got a 16.
16.
I remember my mom telling me that there are these
I
really
rolled it in that one.
rare flowers that grow really far up north beyond the mountains, and I'm looking for those because I rolled a natural 1
Nice.
for
Or a
what,
minus one.
1.
Perfect.
I'm looking for tundra flowers.
Tundra flowers.
So you probably traveled for about 4 hours since morning. Before Tonk, you start to hear kind of you maybe paying a little bit more attention on this creature or being that Kira pointed out yesterday, rather than focusing on the actual traversing of the land like Kira is currently doing. You notice this black blur appear closer to you. It's hard to still see because obviously the wind pushing across these icy fields is kicking up the top snow, and it's not like you've got miles or kilometers of vision. You've really only got sort of 120, 240 feet of vision before it sort of just turns into a white blur. But you do notice that relatively close to the ground, you do see this black blur sort of like circle in front of you. But what spooks you more is the sound of almost metal sheets banging on each other, like almost iron.
Banging like a.
Yeah, like iron ingots almost like clanging together.
Oh, jeez.
Fast, slow,
Uh,
just randomly.
Does it remind me of anything?
it doesn't remind you of anything. It doesn't sound like a hammer on an anvil or anything like that. It almost sounds like the shifting of iron sheets or things like that, like iron bits moving together almost.
Okay. More like a contraption as opposed to an animal.
Perhaps. But that is what you notice.
And that's along the ground.
I was flying.
It was flying, but near the ground, and
Oh.
it moved in front of Tonk's kind of vision.
Did it? Can I tell if it saw us? Can I tell if it?
Too hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Did anyone else see that? Did anyone else hear it, or was it just me that heard it as well?
It was only you that heard it.
Something. I feel like something knows we're here. I got a funny feeling that it's not an animal.
Well, look, by my calculations, I think we might still have even a day's worth of travel to get to where we're going. We're much closer, but we've still got a little while to go.
Which direction did you see this thing? You want to go check out more towards
It
there?
sort of
then?
moved
Or do you want to
across
try to
in front of
avoid
us.
it?
Like it
Hmm.
moved. It's whatever it is. It's a flying contraption, and I feel like it knows we're here. I don't hear it anymore. Like it was just a passing thing.
It was just a passing thing, and you only really heard it. You almost noticed it as the wind started to blow in your face for a second, like the noise carried on the wind.
Yeah.
But then the wind kind of subsided, and it kind of disappeared.
Just maybe keep your wits about you.
Yes, sir.
Was it like, and I mean, I can't really be asking this, I didn't even see it, but like, did it almost seem like it brought along with it more wind, more kind of a weathery effect? Like it was kind of like not as windy, and then it kind of picked up and then backed off as soon as it passed?
Hard to tell.
Right.
Couldn't really differentiate between what the weather was doing as to what is something you didn't necessarily see or hear.
Makes sense.
But you continue moving forward and start to kind of notice that there's a little bit more of a kind of foliage area that you're approaching. You can start to see that there's some very, very bare bones trees. They've got no sort of foliage or anything like that. There are some very small shrubs that are basically snow covered, and you also do see a large, almost icy covered lake, albeit that there is a small portion of water in the center. And as you start to approach, Kira, you see what you can only assume to be a large black rock, slowly shuffling around in the area in front of you. At this point, it's probably about 200 feet in front of you, something like that.
And there's nothing else that's like black that's around?
No. It stands out quite well from the. It almost looks like a black boulder in this white, blurry vision in front of you from the snow being picked up.
All right. God, what is it with these random black things in a snowstorm? Do you guys see that just off in the distance, like a big black rock or something? It's like,
Does it
do we see
change if you look at it through the lens?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I assume Kira's just kind of occasionally getting it and looking through it, a few times an hour at least.
Mhm.
Through the obsidian shard, whatever. But yeah, she'll once again take it out and look through it, see if anything changes, pops up around that general area in front of us.
Sorry, just give me 2 ticks. I'm quickly fixing something. Okay, nice. As you kind of bring the shard up to you, not only do you notice that the ice, sort of like icy wind and the snow blur in front of you clear out a little bit, this large black mound, or what you thought was a mound, becomes much more clear, and you can actually start to see the individual breaks in what looks like armor,
Like metal.
like metal.
Um.
Hmm.
Yeah, good call on the shard there, Havoc. It's certainly not a boulder.
It's a
It's
rock.
it's it's just a pebble, actually. I'm an idiot. It's protected by it looks like armor, like black, segmented kind of armor, and it's definitely kind of moving, shifting. There's something.
Should we be worried?
It's
maybe like a perimeter defense sort of thing.
I'm not sure. I can barely even see it. It's quite a way. It's like at least 200 feet in front of us.
As you're
hanging-
having this conversation, it starts to shuffle and sort of turn towards you.
Okay. It probably knows we're here. I don't think it can help us in any way.
You are still 200 feet away, unless you were moving forward, which I didn't think you
No,
were.
I'm stopped.
Well, if it knows we're here, do we embrace that information or do we go around?
Now's the
I
time
mean,
to
we can
make
try
a
to go.
decision.
We can try to go around. I feel like if it knows we're here, it's just going to get in our way again.
Do we try to use our words?
We can try.
Sure.
When we go to
See
talk
if
to
it
it?
stand really still and see if it like keeps coming at us.
Oh, I've heard of
It's
animals
not
like
moving
that.
towards you. It was
Oh.
it was turning towards you, like it was
Oh.
shuffling in spot. Kira, or anyone can roll a perception check, I suppose, to try and look at it. But Kira will have the best chance of being able to do so with the shard.
So, yeah, I do with a nat 20
Right.
23.
for 31.
18.
Tonk, you do see it
No,
now
17.
more clearly.
Is it the same thing that I saw earlier?
It definitely is similar to what you saw earlier.
Metal on metal, I suppose. Yeah.
But everyone sees it. It's more just like different kind of levels of what they see. Yes. So Tonk, you're definitely able to make out more of its details. Ayala and Havoc, you mostly just see that there is something large and dark in front of you. But Kira, what you notice is this is definitely a dragon. It would appear that it has not noticed you, but it is more just sort of scratching around in the area, almost kind of digging or nesting, almost something like that.
Okay. Looking through the shard, I can definitely see it more clearly, and this is 100% a dragon.
Albeit not one that you have ever heard of being clad in some sort of metal armor.
It's some kind of armor dragon. This is, but honestly, I don't think it knows that we're here. Its behavior is more. It's like just kind of more engaged with what's around it at its immediate surroundings.
It's
Kind of haphazardly looking around. I don't think it knows we're here, and this may well be the thing that we saw in the sky, and possibly what
guys-
Tonk
It's the
heard as
same
well.
thing that I saw earlier.
Yeah. So this thing gets around, but it doesn't know we're here yet.
I'm gonna venture to say we
Around
don't want it to know we're here, right?
Yeah, yep.
Are all dragons
let's-
mean? Are they meant to hurt us?
The ones that we've seen are.
The ones that feel threatened, and this one has 4 individuals walking towards it. So, some clad in armor with weapons, and a deer. Sorry, Derek.
Do I?
Also clad in armor.
Should I send another message to?
At this point, I'm going to need you to roll a stealth check.
Oh crap!
Just
I really
Tonk?
didn't want to
Nope,
do
the
that.
group.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna apologize now.
20.
Oh.
25.
16.
6.
Okay.
The
During this conversation, Tonk, you are looking around, trying to plan what your next steps are, and you think you've kind of had your shield fastened tightly against your arm, but you've unfortunately forgotten a strap, and it drops off your arm onto a large stone, making a bang as it drops onto a stone. And Kira, you notice this large black dragon look towards you intently and start standing up and moving towards you.
Situation's
like us to
changed.
All roll
Wonderful.
initiative, please.
Black dragon. Wonderful.
Oh, I rolled
Um,
garbage initiative too.
Oh,
Yeah,
before we
buddy.
start this, can we take a?
We can take a 5-minute break. I would also like to fill up my drink bottle.
Take a 5?
But is everyone in roll 20? Because I've just moved you over to the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going there now.
Well, I've opened it. I haven't opened it.
There are robots in this universe? What the heck? A robot.
It's toothless. It's mecha toothless.
Mecha toothless.
Robot dragon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious
If
me!
you would like a couple of
Like-
images to get an
Oh,
idea as to what
Wouldn't
this
stop
creature
that.
looks like.
This is the freaking tidbit that he gave us.
Oh,
This is what is
gathering.
approaching you.
It's got a fucking.
Wait, where is it?
Oh my lord!
Is it?
It's in the. Oh, I've sent it. I sent it
just-
directly
you
to
just
Joel.
sent it to me. Oh. You don't want to see this.
Well, actually, that's accurate because
Only
Kira
he
would be
sees
the
it.
one to see.
Did you guys ever play Super Smash Brothers? The fucking.
Oh my word. That's
that
not a
mecha-
black dragon, that's an armored dragon. The hell, man.
Definitely friendly. It's gonna be okay with us
The
being here.
hell, man.
I can
This
tell.
is
That's what's
where
approaching you.
we
I can tell
die.
by its eyes. It likes us already. Definitely.
Oh boy.
I rolled fucking terrible for initiative as well.
Did you roll a 2?
No, didn't.
I've rolled so well on my perception. Literally rolled a 15, a 16, and an 18. So I'm like, oh, I'll choose this
And then
dice.
stealth and initiative.
Stealth, I rolled an 18 and a 3 with disadvantage.
Yeah.
And then initiative, I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 5.
I need something to eat. Back to
What'd you get for your initiative, Crub?
A billion. So 24. Yeah. So I rolled a natural 19.
Nice, massive.
Is this a Magic the Gathering dragon?
It is, or it's a card in Magic the
Yeah.
Gathering. But yes, it is. How
That's
cool is it?
It's very cool. I like
That's
this.
what I imagine that he's as after he's just noticed you. This is what he's looking like as he
Yeah.
moves towards you.
Oh. Very cool.
What do you have on initiative, Jamie? 5.
5.
Boy,
I guess it's not that bad. Cleric going toward the end isn't the worst.
I rolled a 2 with +3 initiative so far.
nice.
But I'd rather you go first.
But what?
I don't know. This is going to be scary, I think.
Oh yeah, we're gonna die.
What are you eating? It looks yummy.
Curry
Um,
looks like curry.
Brown rice.
Mm.
That I did a bit of a fried rice sort of thing with, and then I cooked up some potatoes the other night and just added some spices to add with them. It's purely for carbs for tomorrow morning. So,
Nice. Looks good. I mean, for me.
Yeah, it's yum. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. I do when I do my fried rices, I put a little bit of soy sauce in my egg.
Yeah.
And it just flavors the egg a little bit, which is really good.
Joel,
The cereal?
Joel, what'd you have on your initiative?
10!
Thank you.
Jamie have 5, 6,
5.
5. The cornflakes?
No.
We're all very,
Rice.
very interested in what you're eating.
Oh, rice looks like solid bits.
He's got like potato chunks and stuff in it.
I got a choc mint drumstick.
Ooh.
Nice.
I just had a drumstick as well. I finished mine.
Did you know they make cereal that is like the bottom bits of those?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I did
but
know
then
that,
you-
actually.
Cool.
Did you?
I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen cereal before. I would love it, but also it sounds like a lot.
I don't have a massive sweet tooth. I can't handle a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
Like lollies and stuff. But
yeah.
what the thing that makes it great, the thing at the bottom, is that you only get the little bit at the end.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah.
a full.
If you had the
Yeah, but you
whole,
watch all the ads for it and they eat it first,
yeah.
Oh, like
which makes zero sense to me.
I mean, it's literally what a 5-year-old would do, right? Like,
Yeah.
and then as it I got fucking hair in it. And then as it melts, it would go fall through the
That's
fucking
right.
hole.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you got to put this thing back on as a cup
Yeah.
to catch the fucking. Yeah,
Wrong.
all those stupid people have no sense of delayed gratification.
They're the people that are putting the names that we don't like in Arena.
oh, jeez. I mean, maybe.
What would be the nickname for that? Like you got window lickers, which is like straight to the point and very visual.
Crayon
How would you-
eaters. We have people eat crayons.
But like
Um,
chalk top destroy.
I
Yeah.
need a tent peg.
Mm. I'll probably eat pizza crust first. Fucking
Oh,
monsters.
so if it's stuffed crust, I'm all about that, dude. Crust first on stuffed crust.
Then you've got no pizza handle.
Yeah, what'd you have for initiative?
21.
Whoa.
You. All right. So now if I go,
Rolled a 13.
this shouldn't be looking scary.
next just goes there. Undo.
I'm
Oh, okay.
terrified.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
This is a Magic the Gathering character.
It is a card in Magic the Gathering. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, obviously, this is not where you would because this is closer than the
200 feet.
the 200 feet that you were. So
It has closed the distance.
I will say it has closed the distance in the space because actually that's probably accurate as well. But I will say it is about here
It's fucking quick.
at the start of combat. So, Ayella, what would you like to do?
What magic card is it? I've never seen it before.
I want to make a break to the right. They've changed the controls on me, and I'm fucking pissed.
What do you mean?
They're different, man. Yeah, are they different for anybody else?
No.
There it is.
Nah.
You can't.
Oh, the little thing on the side is different.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've had this change for so long because I pay for the subscription. I've been used to this change for months.
30 feet of movement, right?
How long has it been since we played?
Are these
Yeah.
accurate feet? Yeah, they are. Okay.
Yes, they are.
I think I'm gonna move. I think I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna use my action and movement to move over here.
Sure.
And then how tall is this cliff right here that I'm under? I'm assuming that's a cliff.
I would say it's like a small kind of like entrance to a mound. It's probably about a 20-foot wall, maybe 15.
So if it's
You would have full cover here.
yeah, if it's 15, then I could put my echo on top. If it's 20, I wouldn't. So
It's 15.
okay. So I'm just going to pop my echo on top of this right here.
Yep.
Actually,
Perfect.
yeah. It would need to be right there because it has to be within 15 feet of me. So.
Yep. No problem.
And that'll be my turn.
Dale. And this card is from Alchemy Horizons, Baldur's Gate.
Alchemy. That explains why I've never seen it before. I would like to. I think I'll start off by. I'm going to start my blade song.
Yep.
And then I'm going to push. Where's my ruler? Cool. I can go 40 feet. Oh, are we still gonna try to see if talking's gonna work? Probably not. I'm just gonna push over here and just kind of sort of hide behind the tree.
Is it a bonus action to start your blade song, or an action?
Yeah, bonus action.
So you can use your action to hide if you'd like.
Yeah, do I have enough cover behind this tree to hide? I can try.
It's not really a tree; it's more of a shrub.
I'm gonna attempt to.
The actual trees.
Well, I rolled a nat 20 on my attempt to hide behind the shrub.
Yeah,
that's
that'll
a 28.
If
I'm obscured.
You almost fall into it so much as that you now are are invisible. Cool. Does that finish your go?
That's all for me.
It will now be the dragon's go. So,
Well,
the dragon will unfurl its wings and begin to hover in the air. Tell me if you can see. Can you see this? Me
Yep.
rolling? You can see the
Yeah.
ruler? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Good to know. How do I... Oh, there we go. No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was kind of hoping you'd keep it on and be like,
Perfect.
no.
Oh yeah. No, I couldn't see that first one you did. Whichever.
I'm going to roll a d6 here because I don't. Okay. The dragon will unfurl its wings and bamf up into the air about 10 feet and sort of do a big arcing loop as it and lands in front of your echo. Now, does... when does it say? It doesn't actually say. Okay, cool. That's all right. Ayla, please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Got that. Easy. Me or for the echo? Both, yes.
You are within its aura.
Aura?
Mm-hmm.
Aura?
Hora. So that's
Aura indeed.
Dora the Explorer.
a 7.
It's a 7.
No.
As
yeah.
this creature looms over you, you feel it kind of above you on this kind of ledge shelf, and its presence just above you. You are now charmed by it.
My echo also
Scared.
rolled. It has its own saving throw, so it would be a.
It says it does not. It doesn't have a saving throw.
Okay.
Well, what's its intelligence?
It's the
Does it
same
use
as
your stats,
mine
or-
as far
Oh.
as
Yeah, but
Is it a
not
creature?
another-
It's not a
entity.
creature.
No.
It's not a creature, so it doesn't have to
correct.
roll one.
Yeah. Okay.
But you are charmed by this
Charmed.
this beast of a thing. I will let you know what happens on your next turn. But it will then make its 2 claw attacks. It'll make its first claw attack against your Echo. With a 19 to hit.
The echo. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 90%. It's AC 17. Yeah.
AC 17.
Poof.
So with one big claw swipe, your Echo vanishes into snowflakes. Now you weren't hiding.
It looks like he just like squashed it into the snow.
Yeah.
Uh,
Looks like.
Now
Like it did.
mhm.
I need to quickly check.
No, I
something.
wasn't hiding. No, I just ran up. Not have an action to hide.
It doesn't say anything. Oh, hold on. Wait. Okay, yeah, gotcha. It would then. So that was its. How much of its movement has it used? Have a little bit more. It would then actually start to move towards you guys over here.
A little bit
so
more.
It has 90 feet of flight movement.
Oh my goodness.
So it will fly onto this ledge and whip the Echo around. It knows when it's charmed a creature as well, so it will leave
Yeah, for sure.
you and will use the rest of its movement to just get to here. It can't move any closer. But I do need Tonk and Havoc to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Happy charmed, bitch.
Wisdom
19.
19. That is a success.
15?
Oh wait, no, I've just got advantage.
What did you say? Sorry, Dale?
15.
DC 16.
Oh no! Oh no!
You are also charmed by it, of which I will let you know what to do.
Do we like see a change in them at all?
You don't see me at all.
I was gonna
You
say,
do not see him at all.
see him at all.
No, I will say not in the current moment. You do not see the
Okay.
change.
Ah.
But that will finish his go. It will now
Well,
be
I'm not in the aura.
Kira's go. You are not in the aura.
Just
No.
far away, just enough far away. Is it a like
guess
once you
30 foot.
succeed, you succeed for good?
Yes.
My turn.
This thing is
Yes,
terrifying.
it is your turn.
Kira is going to run behind this tree over here.
Mm-hmm.
And just in an attempt to kind of get some distance to peel
Mhm.
off. Not to hide or anything. With my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to attempt to... So now wielding a longbow and a short bow, or the moon bow, if I attack with my longbow right now, I assume if I ever want to attack with my moon bow, the short bow, I'd have to spend an action changing weapons.
Swap between them.
Yeah.
I would say it's an attack action which has multiple attacks. You can't swap between different shots. So if you wanted to use your longbow now and then switch to your shortbow on your next turn, it wouldn't cost any action economy sort of thing. But you couldn't use one shot with your longbow and then take a second shot with a shortbow sort of thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Because
yes, you can use this turn your
that
longbow and then
Kira's always got like a longbow ready, and then the moon bow is just kind of strapped to her at the moment.
Yeah, so it's the same as if I don't know, Tonk was using his staff and then wanted to switch and use a hand axe on the next turn. It's like it's still like part of your equipment, which you have available to you.
Okay, yeah, sick, awesome.
I imagine you would have
Actually-
prepped in a way to be able to use it in that way too, right? Like you'd have it on you in a way you could get to it.
In that case, it's a lot closer. Because short bow is not good for long range, obviously. But yeah, fuck it. Kira's gonna reach for the moon bow.
Mhm.
And just attempt the first shot just as is,
Mhm.
having the Hail of Thorns kind of activated, whatever.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. 27.
27 definitely hits.
27 really hit. Okay, I'll do this now just because it's gonna. So, Hail of Thorns is a dexterity saving throw on the dragon.
Okay. I just rolled 2 natural 20s.
Wow.
Got an advantage.
I've never done that before.
That's awesome. Take a picture of that.
Wow.
That's dope.
I don't know if I remember.
Thank
Anyway,
God
that's
you
cool.
did that
So I
there, not
surpassed.
on an attack. But
Holy crap, I've never rolled 2 natural 20s. Well, I have before, but that's like rolling dice after dice after dice, like trying to do it. Never
Got advantage
actually
on that shit.
naturally. Magic resistance, baby.
So I probably shouldn't be using a magical weapon.
No. So
it's different.
no. The bow itself still does your standard piercing damage, but it's like magical effects. So magic resistance is the dragon has advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects.
So I rolled a 17 halved because you saved. So 8 just from the Hail of
So
Thorns.
oh, the Hail of Thorns, yep.
Yeah, because it's a hit.
Mhm.
Rolling damage for the
And then your
for the
standard
bow.
arrow damage is added on top.
Yeah, I just wanted to do that one first. So I had a plus D4 radiant with these bows, and I rolled a 4, so 4 radiant damage
Mhm.
and 10 piercing.
Mhm.
And then for my second shot, I'm going to use sharpshooter and take off 5. What's the word I want to use? Sacrifice. Yeah.
Take the neg. So -5 to your whatever you get, and then you'll get
Yeah.
plus 10 damage.
Overdraw.
Here we go. Oh, I rolled a nat 3.
Oof.
It's gonna be like a fucking 9 to hit.
Yes, a 9 does not hit.
Damn it, man.
Anything else?
Quiver and fear. In my turn.
Nice.
Shivering Queef.
Oh, what would you like to do? Oh, sorry. I know you passed.
Quiver and shift. Love that clip.
So good.
Christopher and Quiff.
Did I hear you say before that it has advantage on magical
No, who said that?
clothes?
Metagaming do you want to be?
Yeah,
We
you-
have no idea.
No, you're right. I have no
You
idea. You're
wouldn't
absolutely
know.
right.
Yeah.
When I hit him, when the dragon got hit with the magical arrow, did it? And I never know how to ask this because, like, if you're shooting like a silver arrow or using a weapon that's magical and it's supposed to do more damage, and it's like, well, did I get the sense that it did more damage than it was supposed to? Can I ask that in a way that is allowed?
Are you asking if your magical weapon did more damage than a non-magical weapon?
Correct.
Because you shot with a magical weapon.
You don't know because no one's hit it with a non-magical weapon.
Yes.
So we can't tell
Yeah.
yet.
The thing
Okay,
is,
yeah, like yeah. I
Yeah,
just
the
wanted
also
to, like,
other thing is no one
what's
else
the
is
legal
within
way
a
to
non-
ask that?
I was gonna say, does
without-
it make a difference?
Well, usually, I would just tell you based on like what would happen.
Like, would you choose to do something different, knowing?
flinches?
You know.
Anyway,
I'm going
what
to.
would
The
you
next turn he might.
I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope on myself and Kira because they're the only two in range.
Mhm.
So for the next minute, or until I lose concentration, we have advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and we will also regain the maximum number of hit points possible for any healing.
That's really unfortunate. That's not honest, isn't it?
Well, you guys ran away.
You guys moved away.
Didn't exactly want to group up
You
against.
moved away. You moved too far away. I
I
can't help
didn't
that.
want to group against a dragon.
I understand.
Fair.
Also,
fair
not my fault. Do that.
I was.
Is it just you
scared
and Kira,
of
or can you
French.
also target another person?
I can target as many as I like, but they're the only ones in range.
What about
Derek.
Derek?
Derek?
Could
Oh,
you
if Derek- I'll do
move
Derek too,
15 feet and get another person in range?
No, because Kira's 25 feet away from me, and
Yeah, okay.
and
Havoc is too far.
Havoc is 45.
Where does the magic happen from his head? Is Derek in range of the sheet? You've made a wisdom save before.
He is not within range.
Okay,
Um,
it emits from the face.
that is all I am going. I'm just going to stand still.
Just gonna stand where you are.
Well, I might move.
You-
I might move a little bit away from Derek. Actually, that's probably not bad. I'm going to go like here. And
Sure.
cower next to this bush.
No problem.
Choose a bush.
Ayala.
Choose a bush.
Ayala, you. After this dragon stood above you and you felt its presence, you got this unyielding, forceful urge to run directly. I want to say Havoc, but Havoc's hidden, and I feel like you are not unhidden yet, even though you're charmed. But are you hidden from others?
What am I hidden from at this point? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to roll a perception to see if it.
No, because it's an action to do so, and it doesn't do that. Yeah. Actually, no. Sorry. So, almost there's an instantaneous bond between yourself and this dragon, and the dragon looks at Tonk, and without a second to sort of even think, you're running directly at Tonk, and you will move as close as you can to Tonk using all of your movement.
Oh no, that is
My movement.
And your action.
Not the full thing.
Okay, my movement there. And you want me to go ahead and move to with my
Yep.
action to move as well?
And use your action to move
Oh
to
yeah,
Tonk.
I can get all that. I wouldn't get within 5 feet though, because I would use my range to do that, right?
Yeah,
10 feet range.
but you can't attack because you use your action.
Yeah,
anyway
but I'm not
to
gonna
do
walk
that.
right up to him, right? I
Yeah,
would get within my
Um,
my ability to attack.
correct. But that finishes that go, and now you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Yeah.
0.
I am sorry, Tonk.
What do you say?
0.
0. You are still charmed. Havoc.
Would I? Okay, so
Can
would I
I-
see what happened? Like, would
You
I?
would see a sort of dead look on Ayla's face.
Am I free to interact
No.
within my turn? No. Like, can I speak to the dragon?
No. A creature charmed in this way fixates on another creature or object that the dragon mentally chooses and must, on each of its turns, move as close as it can to the target and use action to make an attack or move closer if possible.
You're close enough to make an attack, aren't you? Because you have
But she already used her action to
to move.
over
it.
there.
move closer. Havoc, please go attack Tonk.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? You want me to just go all out?
It's your action. It says all it says is on each of it says move closest to the target and use its action to make a melee attack against it. So it doesn't say multiple.
Does
so
it,
it just says a
yeah, it
melee
just says
attack.
one? Okay, cool.
So make a melee attack against Tonk.
That's wonderful. I'm just gonna do a single melee attack. It's not gonna be a booming blade or anything.
It doesn't say go all out, so it doesn't have control overview.
Yeah, it's just influencing me to make an attack.
Correct.
That will still be an 18 to hit.
Misses.
Cool.
Thank God it's against Tonk.
That
Yeah.
finishes your go. You can make a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Hey!
You are no longer charmed, and the effect now does not have. It can't take effect for another 24 hours.
Cool.
It is now the dragon's go.
Is he aware what he's just done?
Who?
Havoc.
Yes. Yes, you are aware. What you see is the dragon now lean back
You're all
and release its breath attack against Aela, Havoc, and Tonk. What you see is a large ray of glowing radiant energy in a 120 foot line. It is a hyper beam of radiant energy. Unfortunately, it's only 5 feet wide, so it's only going to hit, I suppose,
laser.
Aela and Tonk, because they're 2 rather than 1.
No, if you're over where you are and you just like do the line,
Shoot
it's
it
all
at-
3 of us.
I think
Comes
so
on
too.
the angle.
Oh, true. Yeah, from this angle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Havoc.
I
Or
think
like even from where you were, you just aim it to like this square instead, and it'll pass through everyone.
Yeah.
It's very easy to hit everyone with that.
Is it?
You don't have to be rigid straight down like a box grid when
Oh,
you're
don't you?
attacking with. Nah, you can angle as you please.
I don't see. Oh,
so. If you drew a 5-foot line from its mouth in any direction, if it touches us, then it's hit us, right?
Yeah, I'll do it
Or
with
within
a ruler.
Yeah.
Go 5 feet either side of that line.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Right. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So it releases this beam, and I need the 3 of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, yeah, so good at those.
That is something I can do.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
He rolled well.
Maths is hard.
Oh. You have no idea how close I was to being toast here. A lot of dice, obviously.
If you don't have enough, we just don't roll it, right?
No, I ain't do maths. I actually have to write
It's
this down.
your
That's
own
how
fault.
bad my maths is right now.
It's your own
Wow.
fault for not buying enough dice.
True. You are correct. 47 points of damage for those that failed, half of much for those that passed.
22.
25.
Fail.
At 16?
16 is a pass.
So what did you say? 47, half of
So
that.
23 damage.
23 points of radiant
I
damage.
didn't roll for my hit points. I just added average.
But also, I actually have never used like recharge. You do recharge at the end of the dragon's turn to see if it recharges, or is it
At the start of a creature's turn, you roll for
see
the
if it
recharge.
recharges? Okay, cool.
So 47. So are we rounding up or down? Sorry, I can't remember the Andy rules. Round up,
We rolled down. I'm pretty sure.
round
right?
down. Yeah.
Yeah, down. But that will. No, it's going to move forward. It's still got some movement. It's going to move forward to there.
It was radiant, wasn't it?
It was radiant damage, yes.
Bullshit.
But that will finish his go. Because his movement, that was his action. He doesn't have any bonus actions. Kira, what would you like to do?
Oh, you fucking Jesus, malaka. I'll cast Hunter's Mark, my bonus action,
Mhm.
on the dragon.
Mhm.
So I still don't know. If I just see it shot radiant energy, surely it's not weak against radiant energy. Fair assumption, maybe. Okay, I'm going to use my longbow, and I'm going to really perceive what takes this damage. First roll just as is, and that is a. So what is the first ones that are? And you watch me do it. Yeah, 25 to hit,
25 hits.
and then I'm going to take the 5 neg.
Well, on that first hit, it seems to not pierce its magical armor as well as a magical arrow would.
No. Okay, I got to. I mean, I can't.
So
specify,
just
I-
on your first attack, it'll be resistant to.
And okay, yeah, second shot with the longbow, going to take the 5 neg for sharpshooter. Watch me roll fucking trash. 16.
16 does not hit.
Fucking, why do I always do it on the second one? All right, D8. An idiot! Oh my god! I rolled a 1 and a 2 for damage. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 piercing. So it sounds like I did about 4 fucking damage to this thing right on my turn.
That's 4 more.
Smiling, you fuck.
That's 4 more than any of us has done. So
Rude, none of you have done that. Anything else, Kira?
Yeah, well, having just perceived that standing next to people or standing kind of in a line doesn't seem to be very good, I'm going to run over to this tree.
Sure.
Yeah.
Derek does need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, now?
Yeah,
oh god,
I think he has advantage.
actual BBEG now.
Oh, I need to take. Hang on, wait. I'm just on that.
Oh, concentration.
Yeah, it's down. Never mind.
It's down.
I rolled a 4 and a 5 with advantage.
But
Damn.
the saving throw would have been while it was up because it moved closer. Oh, no, it moved after, didn't it?
Moved after.
Wait, so Derek would have the same as me, having advantage against being charmed?
It doesn't have advantage anymore.
No.
Oh, sorry, against being
No,
charmed.
They have advantage being charmed.
Then yeah,
Why would
Unless
it have
it-
the same as you? It's got
because
its
it's
own
his
stat
beast or
block.
something, a magical beast. It would say in his stat block sheet.
Yeah, have a look at his stat block sheet. I don't believe they got any advantages against being charmed.
It's not on the.
No, because you
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Your advantage comes from being an elf,
An elf,
half elf,
yeah.
rather than not like a ranger or
Yeah.
anything like that. So no,
So
he wouldn't have
I
it.
thought you said roll twice or roll with advantage or something. But yeah.
He would have had advantage if Tonk passes
The
It's
hell
half.
is spell?
It's half.
Oh,
isn't it?
sorry,
It's
okay,
half
yeah.
I have to make, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah. So
throws,
whatever you took
wisdom.
20
Half
something or other, you
or
would have had to
10.
make like an 11 or something like
Fucking
that.
hell.
Yeah, and I rolled
21 wisdom save.
Cool. Yeah. So
From Derek.
Derek is now immune from the charm.
You had advantage on the concentration check as well.
Yeah, you
you
rolled a
rolled
4
4
or
and a
something.
5.
4 and a 5.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
All right. Cool. Tonk, what you doing?
And as I run to the next tree, I call out that I feel like he seems to be resistant to try just shout out like try magical weapons or whatever, like use magical weapons.
You're the only one that doesn't have a magic.
Well, it's an internal monologue. Say it to myself. Damn it, kiddo! Use magic, you fucking idiot. Stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cast banishment
Banishment.
on the
Nice.
dragon.
Okay. What is the save?
It's a 16 charisma. So
Charisma.
like
Oh,
it's
charisma, dude.
like, but at this stage, I've got to.
I got no pluses to my charisma, so I have to
Really?
roll, I have to
Dragon.
roll a
Dragon.
16. I've got advantage.
Okay.
All right, here we
Are
go.
we- I'd like to point
I
out
do this.
the picture that he showed us. Is it actually a dragon?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
It is.
No, I'm gonna roll it because I want to roll it. Yeah, I rolled a 17. 17 and a 3.
There. Okay.
Gotta try.
Yeah, I had to try.
Mm-hmm.
For my bonus action, I'm going to. What was the first spell that I used? Hang on. Oh, I cannot regain that. Damn. Never mind. That's my turn. I'm gonna move. Actually, I'm gonna move.
Sure. It will use its reaction
Okay.
to make a tail attack.
Oh my god!
which
what's
has
the
a
In
fucking
range
on it?
for a tail attack.
It has a 10-foot reach on its tail attack.
Oh, I guess you.
The nose is it? Okay.
Oh god! How big is this fucking thing?
Yeah,
4x4?
Spins around as you try to do it. And
I'm going over here.
Right.
17.
Misses.
I don't think that hisses. Yeah.
What's your AC?
19.
19. Damn.
But I have disadvantage on stealth, which is why we're in this mess.
Yeah. True.
Anything else, Tonk?
No, that's my turn.
Ayala, I would like you to make a melee attack against Havoc.
It doing damage to me last turn didn't break the charm.
No.
Ouch.
It doesn't say, like, because I looked this up before because I was going to attack you before where you were charmed, but it doesn't say. It says like under the charm statistics, it says a charm creature can't attack or attack the charm or target the charm with harmful abilities or magical effects. Charm has advantage on ability checks to interact socially with the creature, and then in the actual like spell effect, it doesn't say anything about taking damage breaks it or anything like that.
Well,
Whether
the
it's
charm-
charm person
Yeah.
specifically designates it, but not the charm effect.
Correct.
And this is the charm effect done by an aura.
Yes.
So
That's interesting. Cool. Yeah.
I feel like you could rule it either way, but we're doing
Yeah.
it.
Understandable. That is a. Yeah, still +8. 17 to hit.
Misses.
This is that finishes your
Got
go.
my blade song up. I'm very hard to hit.
You can roll a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Ayla.
Come on.
15.
You need a 16.
This is
So do you have to
the
roll a
intelligent rolls
17
all over
higher?
again.
Huh?
Is that what you have to roll, a 17?
18,
Yeah, yes,
18 or higher.
You have to roll an 18.
Are you
-2.
-2?
Yeah.
This is literally like fluffy, but there
Yeah,
was
legit.
it wasn't that. You needed a nat 20.
Yeah, I
You needed
a
that 20.
Yeah.
But that finishes your go, Ayala. Havoc.
Oh.
What would you like to do? I mean, there
There's
are
enough-
other ways to break a charm, but
Yeah, sure.
I can't think of what they are. Can I like shake her?
well, you just saw her take
She-
damage, so you know it's not.
Are you
You know taking
sleeping?
damage is not one of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna ignore that. That's what I'm gonna do. I would like to cast. Or give me a second to check a ruling. Okay. Fuck it, let's do it. You watch as Havoc reaches down and pulls out the little cocoon that he bought before.
Yeah.
And then he's going to kind of twist his arm, and as he does, he's going to spin around in a flourish. And as he spins, you see him enlarge, and he's going to turn into a giant ape.
Oh.
And I'd like to polymorph myself into a giant ape.
Yes.
Nice.
I love it.
Cocoon.
I bought a caterpillar cocoon, and it's the casting required, like the item for it.
Oh, material for. Oh
Yeah.
my god! Yeah,
I could have used. I've got an arcane focus, but I thought it was cool to actually have the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be this big old giant ape, and I'm now a challenge level 7 beast.
Nice.
However, that is all I can do because I believe a giant ape does not have a bonus action. So
Oh my god, he's massive!
And he's got a bear
That's
up.
I was gonna say.
Why is he shaved?
I don't know, it's the first one I found.
That's actually really funny.
Hey, you done your dirty, Havoc.
he has. It's going more gorilla, but that's all right. We'll accept it.
It looks pretty badass at the front. It's just the back end that's open for business.
I just typed in ape in the thing I used for my tokens, and that's what came up. Let me see if there's a different one.
Too funny.
That's fine.
No,
That's
I
fine.
like it.
We'll-
You gotta
that's
leave
what
it
it is
now.
now.
That'll be the end of
Don't
my
you dare
turn from
change it.
there. Actually, I'll I don't know if she would or not. I'm gonna try to move around the back side of the creature.
Don't say
Sure.
backside.
Alright,
And that'll be
Does
the end
Ayla
of my
get
turn.
any attack of opportunity from Ayla?
No, it doesn't use its reaction or anything like that.
Oh, good. Good.
But if that finishes your go, it will now be the dragon's go. I will roll to see if it gets its breath weapon back, of which it does. Roll a 5. But it's not going to do so. I think it's actually going to go after the big gorilla that just turned in front of it.
Oh, a lot of hit points. So.
It will make its it actually gets 4 attacks when it's not flying, so it's going to make 4 attacks against you. Two
That's
with
gonna
its
be a
claws,
lot
one
of
with
con
tail,
saves.
one with a wing. So first claw attack,
Gonna be an ape for like almost
Natural
5
one.
seconds.
second claw attack will be a dirty 20.
That'll hit. Yeah.
Um,
I just like roll damage because I need to
Yeah.
roll con saves.
I've,
That'll be a
12
success. It's an
12
18.
points of slashing damage.
12. Yeah.
Now its tail attack will be a natural 18, which should hit, I imagine. Plus would like a heap to hit.
Yep.
You'll take. Oh no, wrong dice. Sorry, D10s. 11. 18 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay. Yep. Cool. Still got it up.
and then last one is its wings attack with a 23 to hit.
Hits. Yep.
You should pass these one. These are only D4s. For 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Yeah.
But that will finish its turn. It's just going to use 2 claw attacks and then bite you, and then whip around with its tail, and then kind of whack you with one of its wings as well. I will say at this point, Kira, you're starting to notice that its wings itself aren't metal like the rest of its body. They almost look like a black, leathery, almost tar-like substance. The rest of it is all metal. But it's the only part that it isn't metal. But finishing the dragon's go, it is your go, Kira.
I will equip the moon bow, please.
Very good.
So would I get the impression that I should be aiming for its wings?
You're not
wanted
sure
to-
about that. It's just more the fact that it's the only part of it that is a non-metalled area, which is like covered in like an oily film.
Ugh, okay.
It's part of its anatomy.
I'll make an attack with the moonbow,
Go for
taking
it.
the neg on the first roll.
Nice.
Don't. We all know what's going to happen.
Didn't say anything.
Oh, no, we're fine. I rolled a nat 18 plus 11 minus 5.
Yeah, you're good. It hits.
24.
Thank you. Math is hard. And you know what? I'm gonna roll the damage. It's just gonna fuck me up. There's a D. Oh no, D6 for Hunter's Mark as well. D6. That's a plus 10 on the damage for.
Yeah.
Better. So 10, 18, 20. Sorry, I didn't roll my radiant either. Do you want me to tell you separately what the radiant is, or it doesn't matter?
Separately, please.
Okay. Damage was 16, 20, 24,
Okay.
and 2 radiant damage. Can I can take the neg on any attacks?
Yeah, you can do as many times as you want.
I'm gonna do it again. Fuck! Cancelled out my roll. I rolled a 5. Never mind. With my bonus action, I'm going to demand Derek charge.
Let's go, Derek.
You've done it before, buddy.
The real players come in to lay him on his back.
It's at least 20 feet in a straight line. Lay him on his back. Just in case it worked, I wanted to shoot my arrows first. And I need to roll to hit that, don't I? Big rolls. It's a 16 plus 8 to hit.
Hits.
24. I need a saving throw from this dragon, please. This thing.
19.
Ah, fuck yeah. Whatever. You can stay standing for now.
For now.
Okay. And then a plus charges a plus 6 slashing. That is nice. 12, 13, 16 bludgeoning.
His attacks are considered magical now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. The beast's attacks count as magical for overcoming resistances and immunities.
Cool.
Immunities. Exceptional training. Beastmaster 7.
Anything else from you?
That will endeth my turn.
Honk.
Toll the dead.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, 16.
Natural 20.
I'm then going to cast Spiritual Weapon at level 4.
Okay. Do I still have it?
Surely.
I think that is the level 4 one. That's the
I believe it is, yes.
yeah, because the other one looks like that.
Yes, that's right. Yes, this is the level 4 one. I'm going to place it here.
Ooh.
And I'm going to attack.
Go for it.
15.
15 does not hit.
Mm-hmm. That's my turn.
Ayala. Please make it an attack against Derek.
Oh no! Derek's
Maybe
going to be
natural
very
20.
confused.
24.
Poor Derek. Yeah, that hits, bro.
Mm-hmm. 13 damage.
And please make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Ayla.
Derek's already upset with himself.
Nope.
17 again
Oh,
Oh,
for -2.
oh no.
7. Oh, for minus. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. And then -2.
I was like,
natural,
that's good.
Natural 17. -2.
Unlucky.
All right.
do you feel bad, Ben, for what
A
you've
little
done?
bit.
Nah. Go.
Havoc.
I'm gonna punch it with me big fists.
Punch it. Are these considered magical attacks?
No,
Oh,
I didn't think about that when I did this, but also
Oh,
Havoc didn't know.
damn.
But that's fine. First one is a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Next one is a. Oh, I think it's gonna miss. 16.
16 misses.
That is the almost max damage. 35 points.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Dang.
3d10 plus 6.
You rolled
Yeah.
2 10s and a 9.
I rolled 2 10s and a 9.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that gets halved. But
Yes. It's still a butt ton of damage, though.
It was
Either way, my
16 damage.
my swords
17
aren't magical,
damage.
so.
All right.
Mhm.
17, yeah.
Pretty good.
15, yeah,
Okay,
17.
now.
And I'm gonna roar at its
Any
face.
movement or just
No.
yell at it?
I'm just
Nice.
gonna yell
Bonus
at it.
action raw.
I'm
King Kong style.
gonna quickly turn this on for you to see. Hmm.
Oh. Any fucking line it can get. Piece of shit.
Well, it's got its breath weapon back, so it might as well use it. Yeah, I think it's going to rotate around this way and sort of move in this direction here, and then shoot its breath weapon straight through these three. Yeah, so it's going to do that. So can I get a dex save from Derek, Ayla, and Tonk?
Wait, what did I?
Nice. Dirty 20 from Derek.
Passes.
Dexterous dear.
Oh. Whew. 21.
Wow.
11.
Rolled an 18.
11 is a
God.
fail.
You little charmed biatch.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like,
Oh my god, I rolled absolutely terrible.
Give it to me,
Good.
Daddy.
Oh.
Fantastic.
D&D. 18 for those that failed. Half of
9.
which for those who passed.
Oh.
On that I rolled one less, hold on.
Ugh.
Plus
It's your
2.
fault. not
20. Holy shit, that's
20 plus level
terrible.
1.
How many
I
dice
rolled
is
like
that?
4 2s, like a 1 and a 3.
Hell yeah.
That's terrible.
Good.
God, I'm not rolling with D&D Beyond again. That was atrocious. That was fucking terrible. Yeah, so 20 for those that failed and
I didn't see
10
those
for
rolls.
those that passed. No, I rolled to self.
Ow.
I think I can change it to
Yeah, you can.
Totally forgot you can just fucking click on it
everyone.
and roll. Oh my god.
I accidentally rolled a D4. All right, cool. But I think
It adds it for
after
you,
he's
too.
moved through the two of you, he's actually going to fly up into the air about 50 feet into the air.
I would like to take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, go for it.
Does Derek get one as well?
Derek would get one as well, yes. As long as he can take opportunity attacks.
Is he? He's like 10 feet away from Derek, though. From where he is.
Yeah, but he moved.
No,
he
no,
moved
he-
through it
he-
at one point.
He's a 4x4.
Oh,
At some point, he would have had to have moved,
Yeah.
like, out of range.
I don't know if he can.
If he has a reaction,
Any creature can make it, and can make an opportunity attack. It doesn't have to specify that they can make opportunity attacks.
Doesn't have to if you
But
don't want him to.
because he's not. Well, I mean, like he's.
well, it's the same thing as if like one of like I don't know you like those crag cats. They were a spell, but they still have an action economy as they would have a reaction economy. Derek has a reaction.
Okay. All right. I'll try to bust out a leg. Go for a swift kick.
Bust that ass.
Sweep the leg. Oh, no.
Beast never requires It's never requires your command to use its reaction, such as when making an opportunity attack.
13.
13 misses. So yeah, the dragon is floating about 50 feet in the air. But that will finish his go. Kira.
50 feet. So would that mean he's like 100 feet away from me right now?
I think it's 75, right?
Yeah, it's like I always do it half basically if you're going shooting at an angle.
So about 75.
Yeah.
Good.
5 squared plus 5 squared. Take the square root of it.
Something like that.
All right, nerd. I don't know.
It's so awkward when that's the only awkward part about doing like VTT stuff is the like vertical aspect.
Oh god, I keep dropping my die. Oh, that was actually a good roll. I wasted it on the floor. I'm gonna take the neg, baby. I'm gonna shoot at my moon bow.
I'll just get people to update their roll 20 healths as well.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I have been with
Yeah,
them.
you haven't taken any damage. Oh, except for that 10. 10 you just took.
You didn't get me.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Oh no, that
one.
was against Tonk. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. I moved over more. Can I? No, there was no way to get.
14, 25.
I could have actually missed Tonk and gone
Wait,
for Kira
no.
instead.
That would have been nice.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Could
have. Yeah, dirty 20 to hit with the neg.
Hits.
Yeah.
man.
I'm gonna take it again and we'll fucking roll the dice. Oh, it's a nat 20! Oh wait, does it?
No, it doesn't double.
It works. It doesn't double.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't double the 10.
But it doesn't. It
It's
doesn't
only your
neg
dice
out,
rolls
though.
get doubled. Huh? No, it's a natural. It hits.
Still a natural 20, and you still double the dice.
I did
shit.
not know I could move with arrows. Anyway,
Yes, if you select it, you can move with arrows.
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's only your dice rolls that they get doubled. So roll all your dice. I mean, technically it'd be 3 times, I guess. You'd have 3 rolls of
Yeah.
damage. But
1,
Yes.
2, 3, but only 2 for Hunter's Mark,
correct.
and then 2 for Radiant.
No, you'd get 3 as well. No. Your
One
Hunter's
for
Mark.
Mark.
You'd only get your first on your Hunter's Mark because it only goes off. Or, no, it goes off every
That's
attack.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
you'd get
Yeah,
3
3.
d6 for your Hunter's Mark as well.
No, I'm only making 2 shots, but it doesn't double. Hunter's Mark
double-
doesn't double. does
Every
it?
all
every
dice.
dice, every dice.
All dice.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So yeah,
okay.
it's 3d6 for your
So
Hunter's
you're
Mark.
radiant as well. I don't know if that was on your first or your second attack.
Radiant gets
Radiant
doubled
is
as well.
included in the arrows. Oh my god. 3 for the arrows, 3 for Hunter's Mark, 3 for my arrows Radiant, and then the plus whatever normal damage, and then plus 20.
Yeah, so you'd have
2.
Yeah, so normal damage.
Big
then
money,
plus
boys.
20.
You want to run your
Big money.
You'll want to roll your 3 for radiant separate, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm rolling them all together.
They're
like,
d4s, so
yeah.
I know what they are.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing a lot of 2s. All right. Radiant is 3.
Total.
3 total.
3 ones.
You rolled 3 1s.
No, I only rolled 2 d4s.
You roll
No,
all.
sorry. No, I missed one. It's hidden. 3. What did I say? 3. So 6. Sorry.
6
Yeah,
total.
the last one was
Okay.
yeah. The last one it was hidden in the nook. Fuck, it's a lot of 2s. Okay. 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, 19, 29, 39. 39 plus 12.
51.
51?
Nice.
That's a big hit, dude. That's a big hit.
Oh yeah, that's a big hit.
That's a that rocks it.
He's
3D,
hurting a little.
3d6 for the arrow, 3d6 for the hunter's mark, 3d4 for the radiant, and then 20 for two
Yeah.
sharpshooters plus 16, which
Plus
is 12
yeah.
because it's two. Yeah.
That's dope. But,
Yeah, that's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
I think that's the biggest for Kira by a lot for
That's
a
the
round.
biggest. I know that's the biggest this campaign. 57.
Oh, that was 2
Mm,
hits though. That was the whole,
Oh yeah.
not just one.
biggest round, maybe.
Yeah, I can't think of another one.
I know Elric had a couple of big ones of like big single hits with like crit sneak attacks.
Am I still measuring? I'm still measuring. Fuck. Where is it there? And then Kira's gonna start to move. Seeing these fucking
Your
breath-
passive perception would definitely show you that the dragon is now looking at you.
I mean, I just don't want to be in line with seeing 2 breath weapons go off.
It's
Well,
still 50 feet in the air.
It's still 50 feet in the air.
Oh, that's right, it's in the air. Yeah, fucking
But
yeah, cool.
does
Well,
that
if
finish
it
your go?
wants to, it can always line you up with someone. If it wants
Oh
to.
yeah, from anywhere really. Yeah, because it
Mm.
moves so much. But minimize harm minimization.
What would you like to do?
And it casts level 2 guiding bolt.
Go for it.
Natural 20. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Thank God it has radiant resistance.
1, 2.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
not wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I would have been big fucked.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'm pretty sure that's still like 8d6, isn't it?
10d6.
10d6, yeah.
Yep.
I think I'm still
10?
dead. Yeah, because it's 4 for a level 1.
5d6.
Yeah, guiding bolt. Level 2
Ah.
is 5d6.
And that's just a natural 20.
So double. Holy shit, 10d6. That's a level 2.
Do you have that many?
That's a
1, 2, 3,
level
4, 5.
5 fireball. I think that's a level 5 fireball.
I do have that many. I just need to find one.
Well, I've only got 2, 4, 6. I've only got 8 d6.
I got a whole bag.
I have 12d6.
Oh.
All right, that's not that good a roll.
Yeah.
15,
It's nice rolling more than like 2 dice at a time.
20, 25, 31, 32 points of damage.
It's still up.
32 points of damage.
Still up in the air.
Holy shit.
So that's what, 16? He's going to take 16.
Yeah, 16 points, yeah.
He's on 1 HP!
Wow. I can't move my thing up there.
It's falling out of the sky.
Thank God I flew up away from the big monkey. Thank God.
Spiritual weapon only moves 20 feet, doesn't it?
Yes. You can drop it and recast it to a new place.
Yeah, but I can't now because I've already cast the spell.
Correct.
That's gonna be my turn, I think. I'm gonna harness divine power and regain that 2nd level spell slot that I just used back.
Sure. No problem. That finishes your go?
Yeah.
Ayala, please.
Oh.
Yeah, attack Derek.
In Draconic, who should I attack, Master?
It doesn't say draconic.
That'll be a 16.
Oh yeah. Just.
I get to reroll once.
Thank
8.
God.
8.
Wouldn't want you to not cause him as max damage.
Is there
He's gonna
anything
be-
you would like to do, Havoc? Oh, you get to roll.
Oh, yeah,
for it,
save.
sorry.
Havoc.
Nope. 0.
I'm wondering, are there any rocks around?
Uh,
Relatively, like,
roll a perception
rocks.
check. I'll give you a free perception check.
just to see if
Is
there's
there
any
a
rocks.
do have to use the giant ape
He
stat
does.
block?
Yeah,
He
that's
he
fine.
does, yeah.
It's got its wisdom's comparable to mine. 14.
14. Yeah, I think that I didn't have that bad. I think I had that DC 10. So yeah, you can find a rock.
Cool. I'm gonna find a rock and throw it.
Sure. It would be a improvised attack, I'd assume.
Nope. It has an attack of rock throw.
Oh, it does.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Plus 9.
Plus
Holy
9.
shit.
There you go.
Come
Well, you're
on,
just
Dave.
gonna
What's
find
the
a rock.
range on it?
13? 50. 50 to
It's
100.
a 50.
Yeah.
DC 17. Sorry, its AC is 17.
Let's go.
You killed it with a rock throw.
Let's go.
Holy
Just
shit!
watch
I
him have
didn't
it looked
realize.
at, grabs a rock off the
rock
ground
throw.
and just
Meganard
into the sky.
Hollis. Yeah.
I mean, like, if I couldn't do that, I'd just drop the spell. Like, and then I could
Yeah, you
attack
just
with
drop
anything
the
else.
spell, yeah.
On a flavor point of view, you just watch as this thing flies up, and then Havoc just reaches down and, like, runs his hand through the dirt, kind of, and then you see this rock kind of pick up, and then he just slingshots it straight up into the sky.
Amazing.
Nice.
Love it.
After you do so, it almost disappears in between one of the armor plates of this dragon, and you start to see like these little beams of light shooting out in between all the armor plates as it sort of starts to like crackle and like have almost a conniption in the air and then like a small implosion and starts some of the metal armor starts to sort of crunch inwards, and then it sort of just drops dead and the wings stop flapping and it just plummets 50 foot to the ground and just a massive cloud of like snow plumes everywhere, and the beast is dead.
Whoa.
Quick whap, would you whoop a tail? And then
That
he
was intense.
Kira runs to Derek.
I'll make sure everyone's
The charm instantly drops.
Hmm.
Fail.
nice. I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
How could you?
Will Havoc drop
It
his
wasn't me, I
polymorph
promise.
or stay up? Big
Nice.
monkey.
And then it'll drop it.
Big monkey.
Everyone heals 14.
I've only got like that's a good question. I only have
Thanks.
7 intelligence, so I might like just keep it up for a little longer than necessary, just because I'm not
Did you
really
say
thinking,
14?
and then be like,
14.
Monkeying around.
Everybody in the 30-foot radius.
Kira didn't get touched. Oh my god, you healed the dragon and it's back alive.
It was
No.
it was fiending death.
Kira evaded.
Fainting?
Fane.
Fonding?
Faint? Is it fainting?
Fa-
Fainting? I don't know how to say
Feigning.
Fane?
that. Feign, yeah.
Feign. Whoa, that was a little messy. Sorry, everybody. I thought my strap on my shield was done up.
You thought your strap was on?
So good. I think
Ayla, are you back with us?
yeah. I think so.
Kind of shielding Derek from her almost.
It
Instinctively.
was,
I'll back away, I'll give you some space.
That was full on.
Thanks.
We
No training session tonight.
we
You're grounded, Missy.
go have a look at this thing?
So yeah, let's investigate its makeup. anatomy, what it looks like. Fucking
Sure. For those, roll a investigation check.
15.
Investigation 18.
20.
Oh. Have they got 22?
Havoc, you can see that this dragon is in fact a construct rather than an actual creature, and has been fashioned from some sort of material. You're not quite sure what it is, but it is cold to the touch. And you do notice, or you do see small markings of arcane symbols around different parts of its, after these pieces of kind of metal. You notice that as Kira saw prior but didn't necessarily mention it, that the wings are the only part that is not made out of this metal and is a more leathery material that is coated in like an oily film, and sort of looking at it and kind of touching it, it's quite tough, similar to what a rubber would be, like a rubber material. Otherwise, it's actually hollow on the inside as well, but you do see a small glow radiating from the inner workings of the construct.
Mm. Okay. Am I able to like pry open anything?
Roll me a strength check.
Yeah, great.
Can I guidance him if I see he's going in?
Not bad.
Sure.
Guidance.
I'll allow it.
16.
16. Yep. So not so much prying it open, but you find the section that you threw the rock in between, where there's a damaged section of the two metal plates that have sort of like dislodged, and there's enough of a gap in between for you to be able to reach inside and grab this small glowing orb.
Oh, I'll grab it. Does it hurt me? Does it feel like it's going to burn me to touch? I'm just kind of worried that it might be like a...
It is not burning you, but it is warm to the touch.
Okay. Cool. I'll look at... Any of you seen anything like this before?
No.
I'd like to roll an Arcana check on it.
Is
Arcana check.
Is that effectively its heart? I don't know.
Roll an Arcana check.
25.
You're pretty confident that this was the power source of this construct. You're unsure as to what it could necessarily be used for now, but you know that it's producing enough to heat to keep you warm. So whether it could be fashioned into something similar, but beyond that,
I don't really understand how it works.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Can I try to cut the fabric of its wings and try to take like 3 or 4 yards of fabric? Whatever this thing is made of, the wings are made of?
Yeah, I think that's fairly easy enough to do. So you cut into this rubbery material, and it's not easy to cut through because of the oily material and the actual material itself. But you can kind of cut it into strips and sort of kind of layer those strips on top of each other and get a decent amount. I'd say that you're probably only able to gather maybe 10 foot worth of material before you think if you do it anymore, you're probably going to damage your weapons.
Cool.
Okay. Well, do we want to take a bit of a break or? Yeah? Big break, little break. I'm feeling all right, but how's everyone else?
I'm all right. I'm gonna need another break. I'm gonna need a break before we get to this thing because I have a feeling that whatever's in that tower that we're looking for created this.
That is a bit scary. You're not wrong. Can we see the tower? Have we like reached that kind of distance from it, or?
Or Kira hasn't.
Feel free to
thought
roll
about
a
I-
perception check.
Can I look
Ooh.
through the
Sure.
shard from where we are?
Go for it.
it.
Would you also
16
like-
perception without the shard.
Would you also like me to roll?
Yeah. You,
29.
you can't see the tower, Tonk. It's basically the exact same picture you saw before fighting this dragon. There's nothing really outstanding. Kira, you also can't see the tower, but you do see off in the distance a bit of a dark mark on the horizon to the northeast. Almost like it's a big thundercloud in the distance when you
But
look
I have
through.
been able to see the tower before.
No, you haven't seen the tower yet.
Through the shard, I mean.
No.
So how has it been leading us?
You've been following a map.
We got marked on the map by the
Nimsy's father.
Nimsy's
So
father.
we've never seen the tower through the shard yet.
No. You got
Oh.
told
It's
you
provided you some clarity, like in the moment, right? Like on like maybe the path in front of you, like made the snow blowing maybe more clear and stuff. But I don't think you've really seen anything else than that, other than like.
Oh, okay. Misunderstood.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll just relay to the group that looks a bit we're heading into some sinister looking weather,
I think.
potentially arcane based.
Well,
I don't know. Protection around the tower, like a bit of a
we should probably
Yeah.
travel until we can't travel anymore, and then stop.
Yeah,
Right?
agreed. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get caught in a snowstorm, whether that be magical or not. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't do us any good to get lost, but make time when we
Agreed.
can.
Yeah.
Well, I came out of that relatively unscathed, so I'm good to push on.
I'd be okay. Like if we're gonna stop eventually, I got enough that we can get us by.
Is Derek okay?
Derek will be okay.
Okay. So, after this quite harrowing encounter with this odd dragon construct, you continue forth, journeying as much as the light will let you. This encounter probably took place maybe just after midday. So you've probably got another 4 to 5 hours of travel before it starts to get too dark and I'm not really, unless you want to travel through the night. Kira, I'll say one thing you do notice is that as you look through the shard, it doesn't look necessarily like that thundercloud in the distance, that dark cloud is necessarily moving towards you.
Are we moving toward it?
It would possibly appear so.
Yeah. Okay.
But you travel for another 4 or 5 hours and you get to a significant enough resting spot, and I'm assuming Havoc, you ritually cast your spell, allowing the group to take rest in a more secure location.
I'd
And you
also
can
like
mark-
to identify the thing.
Sure, I will get that to you for our
Yeah.
next session. Is there anything else you want to identify as well, or is it just that?
I don't think there's anything else really to identify.
No. Okay. But you all turn in for the night, unless you would like to do some archery training, or are people more?
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty bummed out, and I'm gonna be kind of checking out for the evening.
Yeah. I'm probably going to either perceive that vibe or just kind of be on the side of we need kind of all the rest we can get right now to prepare for what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit more serious now.
So you can all mark down a long rest. How much longer do you have, Joel, or is that about time for you?
Because I kind of need to wind down as well. I need to like shower and get stuff ready for tomorrow. So I think that might be me.
Yep.
Yeah, if I'm
We
going
can
to be
call it there.
responsible about it.
It's a good stopping point.
Yeah. That was a cool combat.
That was a cool combat. I was
If I didn't save on that
The second round.
breath weapon, I was going down to
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going down to 3 health.
I rolled